Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I want to welcome everybody to 2 cents After Dark. Be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the $ 2 cents boxing, or letting me know and dropping it below your 2 cents in a super chat. We're gonna let a couple people roll up in here. I won't be on here too long tonight, y'all. I'm tired. I'm tired. We'll be driving back in the morning back home. Unfortunately, my son did not win his fight. However, he did put on a good performance. This was his second nationals. So, usually when you come to the nationals, you got to fight he fought the 8th ranked fighter in the nation. And they put up a pretty decent fight. He didn't let his hands go enough, didn't let enough punches. That's really why he loses fights. Like, he don't just be landing enough punches. He doesn't really have like an amateur style, so it's all good. But I will be putting the fight up for a limited time in my members only section. So if y'all not members already, go ahead and become official 2CENTers and join the 2CENTS Club. Help support the channel. Yeah, it's all experience. Now, what we did get up here was some good sparring. He sparred the #1 ranked fighter in a different way, in a division below him. And that was some good sparring. And I wish I could have been able to film it, because it seemed like one of those moments that will probably like be iconic in the future, but I wasn't able to film it. So that was good. He got 20 fights, Cam J. He got 20 fights. And the person he fought had like 70 fights. They had like 70 fights. Yeah, Big Supreme, 2CENTS Promotions. Not Kadir, 1942 Nitro got his lineup. He was talking shit to me today in the chat. He said I could pick anybody to debate against one of his people. It's easy work. So I'm trying to get it's just a little friendly, little, you know what I'm saying, little few rounds. It's nothing official or nothing like that. Just a little show fight, you know what I'm saying? Just a little showcase fight, debate, just a little showcase debate, nothing too major. Nitro Promotions, yeah, Nitro Promotion. Big Supreme say he'll take the fade. Okay, Big Supreme. Look, Big Supreme, FaZe was in the chat. FaZe was saying, "Hey, I smash anybody you put me in the ring with." I said, "All right, all right. I'm gonna go talk to my people. I'm gonna see which one of them take the fight." I gotta let Kadir know he signed the 2CENTS Promotions too. So far I got Big Supreme, Juke, Kadir, and Cash Crypto signed to 2CENTS Promotions. Signed to 2CENTS. Somebody say, tell your son to keep his head up. Yeah. This is the thing, right? Like I told y'all, my husband trains my son, and yeah, we're with a gym per se, but it's this whole like crazy thing where you gotta be like affiliated with a gym in order to, because we started out unattached and then we couldn't get fights, we couldn't get wins. It was like a whole bunch of shit, and we was like, what's going on with that? And so then they were like, oh, it's because y'all unattached, you got to be with a gym. Then we been through a couple gyms, because this gym and that gym and all of this other stuff, but really we're independent, but we're attached to a gym just for political reasons. So we're down here by ourselves at nationals. This is our second nationals. This is the second time we've been to nationals by ourselves. Like, we don't really know shit. Like, we're just learning at each nationals as we go. So we learned a lot of stuff at this nationals, and we talked to some other coaches. They gave us some tips, tricks, all of this stuff. Not tricks, but tips and advice and stuff, because they can't believe they can't believe the level my son fights at, and who me and my husband are. Like, to them, like, they see us like, how y'all doing all this? Like, y'all don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they see, because we don't have no mentors, we don't have nobody teaching us nothing. Like, we just was like, all right, we just gonna put everything we know together and build a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So it's working out pretty well. His experience hasn't caught up to his skill level yet. So we gotta spend a lot of time like traveling, trying to get him good sparring, things like that, just so he can get more and more experience. 2Cent, who does your son fight like? Who does my son fight like? That's a good question. He has different style. He fights in different styles, honestly. He can fight on the inside. I'm gonna say this. He uses footwork and takes a lot of angles. So who fights like that? But aircraft carrier, why don't you join the membership and check out the fight and you tell me who he fight like? Give me your 2 cents. Yeah, Big Supreme is very political. And then this is another thing. It's like, I wouldn't say he don't really fight like Bud though. Bud is more, he's more twitchy with it. My son is more like, I'm gonna walk you down and then get on the inside and we can bang there, or I could just let my combos off and get out and take another angle and then dance around you and do the, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all join the members only and check out the video. I'm gonna try to put it up tonight if I can. I want give me y'all 2 cents about it. So yeah, we learned a lot down here this trip. My son learned a lot. He got a lot of great sparring. He got a lot of great high level sparring. Because believe it or not, Houston is not like a boxing place like that. I know people think it is, but it's not like a, I guess it would be like a, it's not an open network type of thing. Like you gotta know people that know people to get to these people type of situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's that type of thing. So we gotta do a little bit more networking, talking, which is what we've been doing. And since my son is starting to get noticed now, which I didn't even find out till I got down here, people knew who my son was. Somebody came up to me and was like, "Is that Danny Brown?" I was like, "Yeah." They was like, "Oh, we want him to spar such and such," and I was like, the number one dude. I ain't gonna tell y'all what class or who his name is, but the number one dude, ranked dude, they came up to us and was like, "Oh, we want him to spar such and such." I was like, oh, "Okay, cool." And that dude had 100 fights. He had 100 fights. So, shout out to Marshawn West for becoming a member. Appreciate it, Marshawn West. She is now an official 2 center. Yeah, I gotta go back out and come back in. Actually, no, let me look on my other phone because my comment thing be freezing on this phone. Give me a second, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all punch that like button. Let me see. Got 28 in the back. I got 12 likes. Y'all punch the like button. Punch the like button. Y'all playing about that snack. Snack is good products. I keep telling y'all. Working with Victor is the issue. Big Supreme, did you ever get that? What I was trying to send you though? Did you get what I was trying to send you? But I'm tired, man. It's like when you out of town doing this, it's a lot of ripping and running and cooking and making sure people eating right and staying on weight and warming up and going to the gym. It's just like crazy. Ah, come on. Did you try it again? I sent you. Check it again. What's up, Blaze P for P? So I've been in and out of the drama. I feel like I've missed so many chances to make content and videos, but not really because it's hard for me to get into this, y'all. It's hard. I don't care if Tank is negotiating with Devin and I don't care. It's like Bill Haney just tried to negotiate with the PBC. He just tried to negotiate with the PBC. So what's going to be different this time? That's my first question that I'm going to kick out to get started with this whole, Devin Haney Tank situation. And then when we open up the panel, we're going to talk about a little bit. Then we can talk about the Boots and Xander Zayas fight. Okay, What did y'all think about the Boots and Xander Zayas face-off? And why is Boots' glasses so thick? Can he see? Can Boots see? Did y'all? Well, God want y'all to go back and watch that face-off, and then try to look through Boots' glasses. Them jokers is thick. I'm like, I wonder why he wore them to the face-off. I'm like, Boots, you shouldn't have wore them to the face-off. But what y'all think about that stare down? Speaking of stare down, so when my son got in the ring, you know how they got to come to the middle of the ring, and then the referee talk to him. Y'all will see it when y'all watch the video. Both of the fighters standing in the middle of the ring, and the ref like touch gloves, touch gloves, touch gloves. Like they in the middle of the ring with this intense stare down that they don't even want to touch gloves. And then when they finally touch gloves, the ref is like, all right, y'all can go to y'all corner. Like, go to y'all corner, go to y'all corner. It's like neither one of them wanted to walk away first. And even when they walked to the corner, my son still didn't turn around. He walked backwards all the way back to his corner. I was like, what is going on? What has he got going on in the ring today? Big Supreme said Boots Glasses had a speaker with the zone giving him instructions. Big Supreme, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? 2CENTS boxer, don't let your son get on that Haney pack snack. Blaze say he locked in. Man, I'm telling y'all, he just need more experience on the big stage. That's a real thing. When them fighters get under them lights, that's a real thing. I see these kids going through it. But they look hellified in the gym. They beep, 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 beep. They get on that stage. It's a little different. It's a little different. That's something you definitely got to get used to. For sure. I mean, maybe it come natural for a lot of people, but I'm noticing a lot of these young athletes have real bad performance anxiety. I didn't have performance anxiety coming up. That's just what we did. Like, now it's my time to shine. I can't wait to come out here and embarrass somebody. But I grew up competing. I competed for fun. When I'm going outside to play basketball, run with y'all, play football, whatever we competing at today, that's what I'm doing. And that's what we did for fun. We competed with each other. So anyway, I digress. So back to this Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis about to fight situation. So it's too much, y'all, right? We want to be excited because, first of all, it's a Tank burner account. Again, we haven't verified that it's Tank, but looking at the evidence, I could see why one could conclude that this is Tank. So I'm seeing that it's a lot of people that are getting frustrated with the negotiation talks. Right? People getting frustrated. I'm just sick. I want to get these. I'm sick. And I want to let you know the reason why y'all are frustrated with the negotiation talks is because of Bill Haney. Yeah, the reason why y'all are sick of negotiation talks is because of Bill Haney. Nobody is in more negotiation talks than Bill Haney. Nobody is in more. And why is that? Why does Bill Haney have to constantly, publicly show that he's negotiating? How many negotiations do you know about Bill Haney and Devin Haney having this year? 2CENTS, let me know. 2CENTS, let me know. I'm waiting on y'all to put it in the chat. Think about it. And this is not even just recently. You got the Sabril Matias incident. They was all back. See, the problem is Now everybody wants to be honest about what's going on, because now Bill has flipped the script and he is started running the same play on their favorite fighter. Y'all remember when Bill came out with the $20 million offer and everybody was like, Tank turned down 20 mil, 20 mil, 20 mil. Y'all remember when Bill made the video and he said 20 million like 30 times? He was like, 20 million. 20 million. I made a short about it. If I was on my computer, I would show y'all. But he was like, 20 million. 20 million. 20 million. Like, he just kept repeating 20 million like he was trying to hypnotize you. Y'all remember that? See, Bill has been doing the negotiation, distraction, illusion, propaganda thing. He's been doing that. But when we were pointing it out all the other times, it was completely ignored because it was not against your favorite fighter. But it seemed like for some reason now, Bill bullshitting with the negotiations with the games he's been playing with Shakur Stevenson. Now so you have to take a look at this situation and you have to think to yourself, damn, this is not an isolated incident. So now let's look back at all the other public negotiations that Bill Haney has had. And so you start to think like, damn, why is Bill and Devin negotiations always going so south? How come all the public negotiations never work out, but the fights that he negotiate that ain't public, they be just fine? I got to get a sound check. Y'all, let me get a sound check. Let me know how I sound. Put an ear emoji in the chat if I sound clear. All right, I sound good. You see what I'm saying? How come was there any drama with the Ramirez negotiations? There was no drama with that. There was no back and forth, panel thoughting. There was none of that going on. We had some drama with the Brian Norman fight, but they made the fight. They made that happen, which is the first time, and I said this then, that was the first time we've seen the public negotiations lead into a fight, was with the Brian Norman situation. So the reason why people are sick of negotiation talk is because of Bill Haney. Listen, he been on all year. All year, Bill Haney has been negotiating publicly to make a fight and ain't had one. He hasn't had one. This is why we're sick of negotiation talks. It's not Shakur's fault. Is Shakur bullshitting? Yes. He also be bullshitting in the public with fighting this person and doing this person, but he don't take it as far as to be with the negotiation talks. He just do some back and forth on Twitter, claim he talked to some higher ups, and all that other goofy shit he be doing. So everybody got to be honest. I don't care if you a Haney fan. I don't care who you a fan of. At this point, in my opinion, just to give my 2 cents, people are sick of the negotiation talks because of Bill Haney. Hold on, I got a super chat. I mean a thing. Listen, I got a cat. Oh no, that's the membership. Okay, cool. Shout out to Marshawn West again for becoming a member. So, what y'all think about that? Is Bill Haney to blame? Of course, he's not 100% to blame, but I'm just talking about the space that we're all in right now as fans, the back and forth they've been going through. Oh, Keyshawn is the mandatory. Oh, you're going to have to drop that. That whole little drama thing they had going on, which was completely unnecessary. which led us absolutely nowhere, because here come Tank out of the blue talking about fighting Devin Haney, which to me don't make no sense. If they fight, they fight. But I'm just thinking it through. Just because it's Tank don't mean it don't go through the same critical thinking process in my brain. Can they not fight? I'm not saying that, because guess what? I didn't think Ryan Garcia and Tank, I didn't think Jake Paul and Tank was going to fight, because my main question was, what weight would they even fight at? And here we are again, talking about Tank fighting somebody, and the first question that I have is, what weight will they even fight at? Some people say, oh, they'll fight at 144. Devin agreed to come to 144 to fight Shakur. Okay, cool. Boom. Let's say they fight at 144. My next question is going to be, how you going to make a deal with PBC when you just couldn't make a deal with PBC? What's going to be different? What is going to be different with Bill Haney negotiating with the PBC for a Tank fight than what was different than Bill negotiating with PBC for the Rolly fight? What's different? Is Bill not going to have to cover his own guarantee? What is it? Is Bill going to get the guarantee he wants for the Tank fight? No, listen, I'm not saying it can't happen, it won't happen. I'm not saying I don't want to see it happen. I'm asking, if Bill Haney could not negotiate with PBC to make the Rolly fight, what will be different in the Tank fight that they will be able to get that deal done? Shout out to Sin Ironheart for joining the 2 Cents Club. He has officially become a 2-center. Shout out to Sin Ironheart. All right. What was I saying, y'all? Hey, they got a tournament in the Cleveland, Ohio. I was thinking about going out there, but then somebody said don't go out there. That shit too far. I was like, all right. And another thing I realized, I gotta get my son stronger. Like, I gotta get his legs. I need to get his legs stronger. I gotta get his legs stronger. We need to do more sprints, more plyos, and stuff like that. So, anyway, Cash Crypto. Cash Crypto, did you know you were signed to 2 Cent Promotions? I keep asking you that. You ain't gave me no answer. Because I almost put you in a debate earlier with FaZe, but Big Supreme say he gonna handle your light work. It's just a little showcase debate, nothing major. Heck no, I don't make him run 5 miles every day. He run 3 times a week. He run 5 miles 3 times a week. Bill knows it's more money fighting Tank than Rolly. Of course. Shout out to Marshawn West with the $5 in the super chat. She says Bill knows it's more money to fighting Tank than Rolly. Tay say you coaching 2 Cents. I coach, kinda, but I really mainly do the strength and conditioning. I guess I do kind of coach. I really just tell my husband like what I'm thinking and what I'm seeing, and then he makes it make sense and figure out what I'm saying and how to implement it in his training. And then I do his strength and conditioning and his nutrition. So I make sure he eating right and sleeping and got all his vitamins and his minerals and all that type of stuff. Now, whether he listen and take all his vitamins and iron and all that stuff in the morning and all of that, that's a whole nother thing. Oh yeah, I got Sin Ironheart signed to 2 Cent Promotions too. He pulled out his first fight though. He pulled out his first debate. They say 2 cent promotions don't give brothers their back ends. No, we keep the money straight over here. It's all good in the hood over here. They start complaining about the back end. I just buy them a chain. But so no, I didn't see nobody answer that question though. I keep hearing people say they optimistic. Listen, positive thinking don't get you. I ain't want to say that. Positive thinking don't get you nothing. It's right thinking. You need the right thinking, not just positive thinking. So you can be optimistic all you want, but let's think the right way about the situation. And I could be wrong because I said ain't no way Tank gonna fight Jake Paul because how? What weight they gonna fight at? So maybe they will make the fight. But my question is, let's say they fight at 144. What would be the difference with Bill negotiating with PBC this time when just a month ago he was negotiating with PBC to make the Rolly fight and he couldn't make the Rolly fight? So what would be the difference? Everybody running around happy, oh, they in negotiations and this and that. And then I think I just seen the burner account put that Bill was asking for 50-50. So, Bill, you're going to go into the negotiations allegedly with the same attitude that didn't get you the Rolly fight? Listen. Pay say I'm more than certain this fight get made. Cool. I'm not saying it's not going to get made. Pay. Answer me this. What's the difference with Bill negotiating for the Tank fight than the Rolly fight? I don't know. This is a genuine question. Like I'm not trying to trick and trap nobody. I don't know. I want to know what the difference is because I just seen that he asked for that Devin and Bill Haney asked for 50-50. And I'm thinking in my head, ain't that the same thing that he did in the Rolly fight? That's what made me come up with this question. So for all the people that are optimistic and more than sure it's gonna get made, like, can you just kind of like give me your thought process on that? I want to like, cause I don't get it. Cause I'm thinking like, damn, is it gonna be like different? Cause the fight gonna be more money or? But then you hear Bill talking about he want 50-50, and I'm like, that didn't work last time. So why would it work this time? Like Bill, you're doing it's a lot of things not going right for you, Bill. It's a lot of negotiations not going right for you, Bill. Somebody wise once told me, right? If you're having a problem with everybody, then you might need to like take a step back because it's probably you, right? You ever had those days when you like, damn, everybody getting on my nerves, and then you be like, you got to sit down and be like, you know what? It's probably me. Let me chill. I mean, it's probably me just irritated, overreacting, tripping, annoyed, got other stuff going on, don't feel like being bothered because ain't no way every single person getting on my nerves, right? How everybody getting on your nerves. So I'm looking at Bill Haney and I'm just like, how every negotiation falling through? How every negotiation that you tell us about, Bill, falls through. Every one of them. The only one was the Brian Norman Jr. one that came to fruition. And then I'm hearing people now, I'm hearing Haney fans don't even want the Tank fight. I'm going to drop the link in about 10 minutes because I'm not going to be on here long. I got to go pack up my stuff and do all that. I'm hearing the Haney fans don't even want the Tank fight. And I'm like, what? Like, people are so confusing, y'all. I'm so confused. I'm like, okay, Tank said he'll finally fight him, I guess. So let's say we believe it's going to be at this weight. We believe Bill going to be able to get through to the negotiations. They're going to be able to make the fight. We feel like paid. We more than certain it's going to happen. How? What's happening with Shakur? Some people are like, oh, some people think that Shakur should, I mean, some people think that Devin should fight Shakur over Tank Davis because Shakur is more accomplished and he's a pound for pound fighter. What you think about that? Devin should not change what he was doing to fight Tank. Even though, what was taking Shakur and Devin so long to make a fight if they was really going to fight each other? You see, like, how none of this makes sense? So I'm not sure what's going on with Tank, Devin, or Shakur. We they've been telling us all month they got big news and announcements they gonna make and all this other stuff. The month is almost over. They haven't announced nothing big with Zuffa. We still waiting to see what happened with that. Bill just told you Devin had $100 million contract. What happened with that? This is why y'all are tired of hearing about negotiations, because of Bill Haney. It's just a lot of things that they've put out there that's up in the air, and people going back and forth about shit on the internet with people talking in circles. You can't debate and argue with people's talking points and all of that stuff and defend and all that when they're talking in circles. That's why I'm not even really in this. Like, I can't. I give y'all my 2 cents. I think they bullshitting. That's my 2 cents about this. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think they're bullshitting. So I can't sit here and make content after this, because every other second you got to make a new piece of content because they just switched up what they said. I don't do my content like that. I don't do my content like that, because like, let me just get the full story so we can put everything together and piece everything together and come to some type of conclusion. And when I piece and try to conclude and put all this together, it doesn't make sense. Bill Haney gotta be the worst manager ever. Right or wrong? Think about all the failed negotiations and everything that we went through this year. If those many, listen, if you going through them many negotiations, right? You going through them many negotiations, and none of them want to, you feel like none of them is paying you what you worth, wouldn't that mean you probably not worth what you thinking? People have turned this stuff into, I hear all these emotional arguments like, oh, they blackballing Dev. They don't like Dev. They don't like Bill. Devin got his daddy. Oh, Devin was a Devin this, and oh, I'm crying, and oh, they mad because Devin take some. I heard somebody tell me today that Devin is taking a stand against the sanctioning bodies by getting stripped. I said, what? How are you taking a stand? Because the sanctioning bodies don't run nothing. The sanctioning bodies do run something. They tell you who your mandatory is. How they don't run nothing. Do y'all think about the things you're repeating before you repeat them? How does the sanctioning bodies not run nothing? They actually do. They get to tell you who your mandatory is. That's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. Now, whether you feel they corrupt or he don't deserve to be there, that's another conversation. But you're not taking a stand against sanctioning bodies because you don't want to fight your mandatory. You just like, all right, this is who I got to fight. I don't want to fight them. I'm going to drop the belt. Cool. You're not about to make me fight them. Cool. But we're not going to turn this into no black fist in the air like you standing on the podium at the, I think, what was that, the 1960 Olympics or 1964 Olympics or whatever year that was. Because you dropping your belt to not fight your man, though. When that's your only leverage. It's not like you in a position of power and money and you like, shit, they ain't finna tell me what to do. I'm finna drop this belt and you finna just go, no, the belt is your leverage. You already not getting paid what you want to get paid in these negotiations. Clearly, you've had several failed negotiations throughout the year where you said they didn't pay you what you felt you was worth. You got a belt. That's your leverage. You're not putting asses in seats and selling tickets. You're not even the main event. So I think that maybe we need to kind of look at Bill as a manager and kind of ask Bill, what's really going on, Bill? William, what's really going on? What's happening? Why can't we get things to the finish line with Devin? Those would be my questions I would be asking. I'm not going to place no blame on Shakur, all of that shit. Those are whole different separate conversations. I don't know what Shakur got going on. He over there acting like he a kingpin. Like, you want to fight me, you can drop your belt. Like, who are you? Like, seriously, like, come on. So these are just questions I have. I mean, everything and decision that Devin makes is always some emotional tie to it. Have y'all noticed that, or am I the only one? That's how you can tell when people be trying to manipulate you. See, you come to 2 Cents Boxing. I'm just giving you facts and what I think, and you tell me what you think. I'm not tying those emotional stories to it, no propaganda. I may tell you a conspiracy or a theory I have, but that ain't for y'all to go run around with and repeating like it's the truth, like it's just set in stone. No, that's just what's in my brain and what I think. And I want to know what's in your brain and what you think. But don't ever run around repeating something 2 Cents said. Don't do that. Because this is my opinion and what I think. So it's no need to run around saying what 2 Cents said. You can listen to what I say and come up with your own thoughts about what I said and then say it. I'm fine with that. But these people I'm talking to, it's obviously that these people that they're listening to is trying to tie these emotional arguments to these points, and they don't realize that what they're saying don't make sense. If you're dropping your belt because you don't want to fight your mandatory, you dropping your belt because you don't want to fight your mandatory. You can't say that the sanctioning body don't run nothing and can't tell you what to do. Yes, they can. They can tell you who your mandatory is. And if you don't want to fight them, then just drop the belt. I don't understand why we got to go through this whole shenanigans. Do you want to fight Keyshawn Devin? No? Okay, cool. Drop the belt. Shout out to Ali Gifted Bullies with the $5 in the super chat. He says, I think Take should fight him at 147. 60, 40, and 10-pound rehydration clause. I think that's best for everybody. Okay. I think seeing Ironheart had a super chat that I missed. Oh, Marshawn West with the $5 super chat says, Bill knows it's more money fighting Tank than Rolio. I think I read that one. Oh, no, seeing Ironheart became a new member. All right. I'm trying to keep up with this on my phone. Anthony Robinson in the building. He said, all those kids have grown up to be grown men. Now it ain't that they won't Tank spot. They want money to take care of their family and kids. That's it. The only thing about no damn belts. I mean, Devin's already said he not doing. Okay, so that's another thing I'm hearing. And how long I've been talking? All right, I've been talking 45 minutes. I'm about to drop the belt. That's another thing I've been hearing now. All of a sudden, people got a problem with a rehydration clause. Bro, I'm like, I am in the fucking twilight zone. I'm in the twilight zone. Now people like, he don't want a rehydration clause, and they crying about him wanting a rehydration clause when rehydration clauses was just cool 2 days ago. And this is why it's kind of like I don't really got no dog in this fight or no back and forth in this fight, because I can't go back and forth with people like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we can't debate none of this because it's just all hypocrisy. We can't debate on this because 2 days ago you just was saying how y'all just was telling me Shakur was a little guy. If Shakur's a little guy, what is Tank? That's my question to the chat. If Shakur is a little guy, then what is Tank? And we're going to talk about Boost and Xander because it's Boost and Xander fight week. And I'm about to drop the link. But when we had the Boost and Xander conversation on here the other day, it was a lot of people getting their feelings in the chat because they were just like, oh, you saying Boost going to wash him. Boost going to wash him never even came out of my mouth. We were breaking down the attributes and who does what and how this fighter going to overcome this and how this fighter going to overcome this fighter. All of that, we were just breaking it down. And as we were breaking it down, obviously, the conclusion that they kept coming to in their mind was Boots is going to wash them. Because I didn't say that at all. And being Puerto Rican, having heart, all these other things y'all name, that's not going to win you a fight. That's what people, I like, okay, so what's Xander going to do? Oh, he got heart. He ain't going to woo, woo, woo. I'm like, that's not going to win you a fight. All right, there we go. I just dropped the link. I got about another hour and a half. Bub say this is the hypocrisy I've been trying to point out for years. Why is 135? They don't need rehydration clauses and skills pay the bills. But when we talk about Haney versus Benavidez, all of a sudden too big. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Big Supreme in the building. What's up, Big Supreme?
Yo, you was like, yo, I'm about to drop the belt.
Man.
I'm like, you dropping the belt or you dropping the link?
Oh, I said I'm about to drop the belt.
Yeah, he said I'm about to drop the belt.
You know what I meant. You know what I meant.
What's up, though, man? What's going on?
What up? What's up with y'all? Dean by any means? Dean, that's you?
Yeah.
I finna say, but no ass shaking better not start on here now.
Yo.
What's up? What's up? What's up, man? What y'all thinking about this situation, man? We're gonna get into Boost and Xander. Like, it's hard for me. Like, I've been on here messing with people talking about it, but it's just I get on these panels, Dean Supreme. I ask these questions, and then it's like they answer the question, and then they just continue saying what they were saying when I just disproved. You just answered and disproved everything you was just saying yourself. How can you still continue to keep saying it? I don't. It's like this boxing thing is like the Twilight Zone. And my question, Dean and Big Supreme, was if Bill and Devin are actually negotiating to fight Tank, and I'm not saying it can't happen or they can't be, what will be the difference with Bill negotiating this time than when he was negotiating with Rolly?
Big Supreme, you want to go, Big Supreme, or I'll answer that? What you want to do?
Good.
I mean, what it would mean is that they have to make this one go through because it's their biggest fight, most credit, right? Right? That's what Bill said, right? Big Supreme, ain't that what he said? We on the bigger and better things. We ain't worried about Shakur and Tank stepped on their toes and he stomped Big Dog. Tank stomping with the big dogs. Ain't that what he said? Don't fuck this up, Bill. That's what that means. Is that Javante got plenty of other options too, said in Big Supreme. As far as the other way's concerned, you know. That's my take on it. 2CENTS had to dip out. Big Supreme, can you hear me?
Yeah, hey.
All right, go ahead, Big Supreme. It's on you. That's my take on it. As far as what's your take on it?
I just think that it's a negotiating tactic, but I don't think he should be doing that. I don't think they deserve 50-50, so I think it should be cool. Like 60-40. The most I could see is probably like 55-45, but I don't think he deserves 50-50 at all.
I don't think he deserves 45. Devin Haney is an undercard fighter that ain't been having no fans at a fight.
I mean, but he was undisputed.
Listen.
You know, it's crazy because where I'm from, they say BTA, belt the ass. But I tell them I'm the buckle. It hurt more.
Tank
Yeah,
told
I'm
him
not
he
gonna
the
lie. How
buckle.
long you think Bud took to come up with that?
him and all his buddies was in the hotel room the night before figuring that shit out.
Yo, he was so amused with himself. He was so proud. He said, "I'm the
I
buckle."
think see where I'm from. Where are you from? Omaha. That's only 1,000 black people there. But where I'm from, like,
He said, "I'm the buckle." It hurt more.
Hey,
oh
Devin say he
yeah.
the buckle, it hurt more. But I mean, think about it, bro, for real. Like, honestly, y'all are in no position to ask for no 50-50, 45, 35 maybe, because listen, all of this time, and this is what I've been saying about Devin. Y'all know I like Devin. I'm a Devin fan. But this whole time, you've been walking away from all your big moments to build your profile. You walked away. You walking away from all of them. What
Now,
have
to
you
be
been doing
fair,
this whole year, Devin?
I don't think Devin gonna take. All right, so like if they do 45, 55, or like 60, 40, or maybe even 50, 50, I think Devin take the rehydration clause. But he not gonna take 70, 30 and the rehydration clause and the catch weight. Like there gotta be some kind of balance. You get what I'm saying? So I do believe Tank should capitulate to get what he wants. Like maybe 55, 45, or maybe 60,
But
40
Tank is
is
just gonna
valid.
fight somebody else for real, Big Supreme.
Yeah, but nobody gonna take 70, 30 rehydration clause, catch weight. Like Tank will be being a diva too if we do that. So
That's
I
the
think like
same
he
thing
should.
Shakur was just trying to do, and everybody was like, "He's a little guy."
Now I'm talking about as far as like the percentages and stuff like that. Like if he wants like Devin to realistically take that rehydration clause, he's gonna have to make it worth his while. So like 60-40 on the pay-per-view on that. Like how much you think they would do on pay-per-view realistically?
I think it's because it's a
Seven
Tank
hundred
fight.
thousand.
When will he even
Seven
fight
hundred thousand.
Devin? Is it gonna be like his
700,000.
comeback fight? If he fight Devin for his comeback fight, that's gonna go crazy. So that's what I'm saying. You taking 35%, that's not
Two
a
cent.
little bit of money. That's still gonna be the most money you probably ever made.
2 cent. Only reason why I said 700,000 because the lead up, like even though Bill and them ain't that big of a name, the lead up and the things that's gonna get said, gonna get played on Instagram. 2 cent is gonna be on shorts every damn
Nah, it's
where.
not gonna do 700. Devin ain't got a
Or
big enough fan base.
yeah, I'll put it like this: if it don't do 700, I think it's gonna do between 400, 500, and about that number. I don't want to put no cap on it because we don't know how good the lead up will be. Mind you, Tusa ain't been no good fight this year. So it ain't like people ain't clamoring. You got to put all the variables in. It ain't like people ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's a no for me, bro. I just don't see it happen. I can't lie to you.
but the actual fight, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see that happening either. Be
You
honest
don't
with you. You
think
know how I
ain't
feel
even
about that.
think gonna fight?
No, no,
I didn't think
basically.
Jake Paul and Tank was gonna fight either, so I could be absolutely wrong. But I don't like what, like where is this even coming from?
I
So
mean,
who
but
think
wait,
gonna fight then?
take a fight a bunch. He can fight a bunch
He
of
can
different
fight
people. He ain't been
anybody,
stripped
shit.
yet. He can fight Kid Austin. He ain't been stripped yet, so I
But
don't
we kept
know.
hearing Auntie Sco say Tank was gonna come back and go to 140.
He could go to 140. I mean, nobody's going to turn down the Tank fight. That's what I'm saying. Big Supreme. Come on, bro.
So if
Who not
nobody
going
gonna
to
turn
drop
on
what
the
they
Tank
doing?
fight, do we think the Haney fight not gonna happen? So if the
I
Haney
don't
fight
think
don't
so.
happen, is it because of Bill? Is it because of Bill and his negotiating tactics?
I would say
Yes.
so. That's why all the other fights haven't happened. We need to reevaluate Bill as a manager.
Nah, that's true. What about
We need to
Shakur
re.
and Tank?
I,
No.
I don't know. They ain't
If
mentioning
Shakur
Shakur
wanted,
and Tank.
if Shakur wanted to fight Tank, Big Supreme, he a
And
free
if
agent right
Shakur
now.
going to
He can try.
Zuffa, we can scratch that shit.
Like Shakur
But I
could probably
thought
make that happen. Like for real. Like Big Supreme, I'm talking to you for real. Like Big Supreme, think about it. If Shakur really, as a free agent right now, when Tank ain't got nothing going on, he might even get stripped. Big Supreme. If you ain't gonna make the fight now, you know what I mean, bro? Like we not like. When is the better time? You not signing nobody. You can't use that side of the street shit, right? Big Supreme, we can't use that. So he already knows. Shakur would know. Big Supreme, Shakur would have to know that it's going to be on PBC and Amazon Prime
When
and all
have
that
we
shit, right?
seen Jay Prince work with Al Heyman? I'm not saying it can't
And that
happen.
too. And
I'm
that too.
just saying, have we ever seen it happen? It's a
I'm just
different time in
two
boxing. We never know, but when have we ever seen it?
2 cent and I'm not even trying to dismiss that point. I'm just saying to Big Supreme that if not now, then when? Like there's no more better variables to fight Tank now if you Shakur. You feel me?
You
I
should
don't
call
think Shakur
scared.
want to fight him, bro.
I don't think you want to fight him either. I'll be honest.
But I don't know. He might fight him because I'm looking now. I'm like, damn. So Tank really been going through some shit while he been out the ring.
I was about to
So
mention De Los Santos, right? Because like, wasn't he advised by Al Heyman?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I think he was, but I was gonna say like, what y'all think about him and Ryo? They supposed to fight like I think tomorrow. No, they got the rematch
Tomorrow
Who's
is
tomorrow. I
they
think.
supposed to
Wednesday.
fight?
They fight in the middle of the week.
Yeah, I think it said the 24th. I think
Oh,
they
you
might
saying
be.
Ryo? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Ryo. They might be on this nigga undercard. What's this guy name?
Since
Power on
when do
Crockett.
people care about Ryo and De Los Santos?
Now I'm saying it's a part two. It's a fight that might be happening today. Like, you know what I mean? I think they
Oh,
on Power
Aircraft
on
said
Crockett
it's
undercard.
Sunday. Big Supreme is after Boots fight. It's Sunday.
Oh, okay.
It's
What y'all
Sunday.
think about that though? Y'all think he gonna start him again?
Man,
Uh,
De Los Santos
Dallas
been out the
Santos been
ring
out the
for a
ring.
minute.
God, goddamn, 2 cent. We said that at the same time. He tweeted
Yo,
it.
nah, he had a fight in December. He had a first round stoppage, but that don't really count though, you know?
Yeah,
He had a fight recently.
yeah, he did. He did. He had the first round stoppage, but that, like you said, Big Supreme, when it's a first round stoppage, like all you did was training camp. You didn't. We not about to do that. You know what I mean, gang? And you done did that twice with Keyshawn. That wasn't no different than what he was doing with Keyshawn Davis. All he did was get in there for a minute and a half, like. So
No,
you could
I
have a
think Ryo going to sleep. Aircraft tripping.
yeah. Ryan might be going to bed.
I think gonna put him to sleep.
I
But
think he might be. I think I agree with Big Supreme there. It depends, man, because Ryan took a step backwards, y'all. When I saw him fight Gary. Was it Gary? Yeah, Gary.
yeah.
And that
Um,
last fight he had was a tough fight.
and the last fight too, it was like I saw him like I don't know, man. I when I see fighters do well and then take a step back, it make me feel like you just had a good night. You didn't learn. You know what I mean? You didn't actually advance. You had a good night because you were a good fighter, but you didn't have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it comes back to the median a lot of the times, and we start to see that. I think Ryo a prime example of that, like where it comes back to the median, like homeboy, because these
I think
guys not
it
as
was the
good.
style.
The style too, yeah, I agree with
Yeah, he
that.
looked good versus Pitbull, but like, how many dudes is like Pitbull?
That's gonna give you all of that opportunity to just hit on there now. Juno, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yo, Hannibal,
When
stay
Ryo was
here, bro.
snack, was Ryo with snack?
That's a fact.
Yes,
He ain't
but
looked the same since he been off snack.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how he didn't get stopped versus Gary.
I was
Snack.
there.
That ref wanted that nigga to die. It had to be
I was
that.
there, Big Supreme. I was there. He was getting his ass whooped.
He got his ass whooped.
Bad
He
for
buzzed Gary a couple times, but like
He got
he
his
was
ass
getting his
whooped.
ass whooped bad.
That's why Big Supreme, when people try to talk to me about the Roach fight, bro, I get mad because I'm telling y'all in the building, people didn't feel like Tank lost. They felt like uh, people wasn't mad at the draw either, but it wasn't like a oh Tank just like it wasn't that wasn't the vibe in there. Like I can't lie. You know how I can tell you how it was with the Gary fight. I can't lie and be like, oh, everybody was saying, oh man, like I did put it like this, Big Supreme. What I'm saying is 2 Cent. When I was leaving a fight, I had no idea it was going to be as controversial. I thought it was going to be controversial just from the draw part, but I didn't think it was going to be how it was. Leaving Barclays, I did not think that. You know what I mean? That didn't even go through my head.
I was mad as shit, bro, because I lost some bread on that Tank bro shit, bro. I was like, damn, this nigga Tank did some dumb shit.
Man, ain't just some dumb shit,
I
bro.
was highly upset. I ain't gonna
But
lie.
Supreme, why you didn't just keep fighting how we was fighting the first 6? That's the part that kind of like
Because that shit was boring. I'm
it
telling y'all why
was.
he
You right.
did that shit.
No, you right.
He
No,
realized if I keep
yeah.
circling around and boxing this nigga all night, this shit whack. Let me go in here and try to stop this nigga.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think I think I think them niggas had like an agreement backstage this time, bro.
Can y'all hear me?
Because if you noticed,
Nah.
Yeah, we
Lamont
get you,
Lamont
K.
been everywhere since that, bro. He got the Pitbull fight. He about to get this Pettis fight. He might get the Shakur fight. Like he's been everywhere. That's my opinion. I mean, like, cause they was saying that they was cool. They grew up with each other. They know each other moms and all that. I'm like, man, these niggas probably had an agreement or something, bro. Cause
Nah,
there's
I don't
no
think they
way.
had no agreement, but because it was a
I swear,
competitive
two
fight.
cents. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send you a video with they punches, bro. Like they don't even look like on a rematch, on a rewatch. Like it don't even look like they was really trying to punch each other, or hurt each other for real.
Mm.
Or
Mm.
maybe I'm having like a cognitive bias and I'm seeing what I want to see, right? But I don't think they was punching each other to really. Neither one of them landed anything really consequential or flush on each other. Like,
What? They said that Roach Rock Tank.
He
man,
did.
that
He did.
even when Tank reacted, it looked like he was acting, bro. I
He
ain't gonna
wasn't
lie,
hurt. Yeah, he
it might
wasn't
just be
hurt. The
me.
Supreme,
Right.
no, he was not hurt. He got
He
It
wasn't
looked like
hurt,
he was
stabbed.
dog.
acting,
Hey,
bro.
two cent.
I
He
don't know.
came in. Lamont Roach caught him. Lamont Roach powerful enough. You come in and he caught you off balance while you about to throw. It's just anatomy. You're going to you stumble back like, oh shit! Like he caught him
Yeah,
off
but Tank
guard.
did like
He
a little
wasn't
shimmy
hurt
and looked
though.
at the
Like
nigga. I'm like,
yeah, he
man, these
wasn't
niggas
like he
trolling.
wasn't he wasn't like in like of course punches hurt, but when y'all know what I mean. Like he wasn't like oh, like how niggas try to paint it. Like, no. But did he get staggered? Did he stumble back? Did he get caught with a good shot coming in? Yes. That's
And,
boxing.
and recovered very well. That's the problem. Like that's why I don't
Like it's
understand why people
boxing.
even
Tank
why
got a
niggas go
chin.
to. That's what I said. That's what I was saying. Like they act like this nigga got caught and got dropped. But
Hey,
like,
this sound like Rich gave you his frog.
huh?
It's not like that. Your phone might be tapped, gang.
It sound like Rich gave you his frog.
Hold on, man. Now is it better?
Say something. Keep talking.
Is it better now?
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, it's better.
All right,
It's
I had
better.
to switch it.
You
I had
know,
to
you know
switch
how
it because
like
it was on my car.
in the 50s when they used to put the tape backwards and all that. That's what it sound like.
That's what it
I don't
sound.
know
It
what
sounded
the
like
fuck
it
that.
was. I was behind.
Yeah.
It
No, it
sound
just
like
sound
that
like
shit is
it sound
like
like a
an
frog. Like
exorcism.
it sound like ribbit. Ribbit.
Yeah, but
I don't
yeah,
know.
bro.
It sound
Just
like some demon shit to me. I don't know. It
No, I
sound
had to
like to
switch it.
me,
No, when
bro.
you got an iPhone and you in the car driving, you gotta sometimes it don't automatically connect, so you gotta go to your settings where your microphone at, and then put it on where you actually talking on. So
Oh,
I'm
y'all
gonna
want to
show
hear a
y'all.
crazy ass story? Speaking of some crazy shit,
Go ahead.
not to
Talk
cut
to me.
y'all off, but real quick, I gotta tell you that. So I'm in Wichita, Kansas, right? And so we walking around, and I'm like, I tell my husband, I say, and my son say, damn, these look like the white people like the scary movies. And they like, this is where they be filming all the scary movies and shit. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, because it just looked like some shit you would see in a scary movie, like The Town or whatever. So me and my husband, my son, we sitting in the car the other day. Last
Like
night,
some
actually.
sundown shit.
Nah, it ain't that.
Okay.
And
Sundown Towns is scary.
yeah, that's nah, we don't do I don't play that. We don't do that. We know better than that. I'm from Texas. And
Yeah,
so
niggas ain't playing that shit.
this dude, like some random like dude, like just walk up to my car and try to open the door. And so we drive off, and I'm like, this guy is tripping. Like, I can't believe this nigga just tried to open my door. Like, he lucky we not in Texas.
Man, I would have grabbed a strap so quick.
Oh
Man,
shit. So you saying, God damn.
Yeah, hell no, you supposed to have a burner. Fuck that.
What
man, he
color was he,
drive
two
up.
cents? Yeah,
That
I'm just
nigga won't. He
curious.
won't be
What
reaching
skin
for no
color
more
was he,
though.
too? I'm just curious.
What'd you say?
What skin color was he? I'm just curious.
He was black, actually, a light skinned dude. Looked like he was like either high off some or possessed by something. He was just like walking around aimlessly, like trying to
And
get in
just
people's
walked up to the
cars and
door.
shit.
Damn.
I be
I would have
feeling no.
Yeah,
I
smoked
I
his
wouldn't.
think that
ass.
I
nigga.
wouldn't. I wouldn't shot him. That'd be
I looked at my
business.
husband. I was like, please, I don't want to kill. Like, let's just go. Like, let's drive off. He not being aggressive. Like, let's just drive off, cause We don't need to kill this nigga. We in the car. We cool. Just drive off. Go.
Smart
Nah, for
decision.
real.
Let me have been there.
Nah, but nah,
Chill,
on
I'd have
some
chill.
real shit.
smoked.
I
I'd have
heard Dean make
smoked
this
him.
point. I heard Dean make this point early on his channel, bro. Uh, Now you gotta think with this, and I agree with you wholeheartedly, 2 Cent. I don't think it's just. I think it's something to do with Bill because at this point, bro, you done tried to get in negotiations with Ryan, demanding shit, talking about you're the A side. That shit didn't go nowhere. Then you fuck around and get in negotiation with Rolly. Rolly send you an offer. You fuck around and say it wasn't no money for that shit. You get out of that situation. Now you got into the situation with damn Keyshawn and Shakur. That shit didn't go nowhere. Now you in a situation with Tank. My nigga, if you pull out away from this shit, nigga, nah, you the motherfucking problem, bro. You the problem.
He might be the problem.
Cause it's like,
Big Supreme, you wasn't there early when I broke it down, bro. I said this whole legacy he skipped over in 7 months, gang. Let me tell you,
yeah.
Big Supreme, it started with Boots. Remember Big Supreme? It started at Boots in the 152.
Oh,
He turned
yeah,
that
yeah,
down, okay?
yeah.
Hmm.
Remember Xander Zaya said, remember he started popping shit on the boxing voice. Xander and them sent him something. Remember Xander on the lead up to the Boots fight was like, yeah, we tried to fight Devin first. Remember Big Supreme? He ain't really
Hmm.
want to fight me. Remember, if he would have used his WBO status, Boots wouldn't have been able to fight Xander. He don't have a right over Devin because that's the belt that was up, Big Supreme. You feel me? Right?
Hmm.
Didn't fight Xander. Remember Xander called his bluff and was like, little niggas, man, I'm too big, man. He know what's up. He know you in to beat me. He not fast enough. He know. That wouldn't work with me. Then we go to Ryan, Big Supreme. No, Ryan, you know what happened with that, right? Year round, 24/7, 365, gang. Then Rolly, Big Supreme, that's four. Rolly Romero, Rolando, you feel me? And then we got Keyshawn, businessman Davis, Big Supreme. That's five. Then we got your core Stevenson, gang. All last weekend and all of that. That's six. Then we got your Vontae G Money Davis, Big Supreme. That's seven. Ain't that all of the people that you want him to fight, Big Supreme? Ain't that everybody that all of us, not just you, me, you, everybody who watch boxing? He
That's a
skipped over
fact.
his whole legacy in the last 7 months, gang.
No, that's a fact. That's a
So who you
fact.
gonna fight? Alexis Rocha?
That's what us.
Who you
Man,
gonna
I don't know.
fight? On some
He
real
better
shit.
figure
They
that.
gonna
Hey,
fight
But
Rocha?
Marvin
Like
coming in. And
you
but
gonna fight
Marvin.
Dantilion? Like who the fuck is this nigga gonna fight?
That's what I'm saying. At this point, y'all, we about to be in July. Like, fuck who Devin Haney gonna fight. Just wait
yeah.
till he tell us. All
Yo,
this shit is
I think he waited to see who wins tonight between Crockett and Harrow.
But my
Yup.
thing is this though.
Eddie not fucking with that nigga, man.
I don't think
Said
he
he not
gonna
fucking
turn
with him.
down this fight, bro. Not
He
just
not fucking
because the
with him,
fact
man.
that, bro, if you got that shit is bigger than anything that nigga got going on at the moment, bro. It's more money than that nigga ever seen in his career. So at the end of the day, I think that's the fight that he need to go after. I'm pretty sure it's
Nah, I ain't
more
gonna lie.
so
If you
got to
don't
do
take
with
this
money.
fight paid, that mean that a nigga never wanted to fight Tank, bro.
I agree. I agree a
Thank you,
thousand
Big
percent.
Supreme. That was my point, bro. I'm glad you said it, Big Supreme, but they'll get up here and argue with you, say blow in the face. If this shit don't go through, that means you really don't never want to fight him because it'll
Yeah,
never happen again
if
after
it don't
this.
go through, he never wanted to fight this nigga, bro.
It's all over, bro. You didn't fight. Hey, Big Supreme, and I broke down this. Big Supreme was nastier as everybody had different promotional companies. You can't use the promotional company shit. Shakur free
That's the fact.
agent, Keyshawn top ranked, Xander top ranked, Boots Matchroom, Ryan Golden Boy, Rolando PBC, blah 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 blah.
Yo, I'm surprised Keyshawn ain't say nothing, no.
He ain't got to say nothing. The WBO already said that he gonna be fighting Keyshawn or he gonna get his belt
Nah, no,
took.
I know I'm saying, but he wanted to fight Tank too. So why not? He can
No, he
still make
didn't. No, he
140.
didn't. No, he didn't. No,
He
he
was
didn't.
claiming he did. I'm just saying, you know.
I'm just saying, Big Supreme. No, he didn't. That's why he ain't saying, "Hey, Big Supreme."
Wasn't he saying
That's what he
knocked out
mean.
I mean, I feel like
Javante and all
all
that?
this shit is a diversion. Did y'all see my Bill Haney video? All this stuff is a diversion from what? I don't know yet,
To not
right?
fight Javante Davis, Queen. You know what?
But why they gotta do all this to not fight Tank? Y'all ain't been fighting Tank. You don't gotta do all this shit.
Because 2 Cent, when Tank get on a burner account and got the internet on fire, clearly he's God damn, 2 Cent. Clearly, your child, Big Sabrine, watch this page. I'm gonna say this for everybody in the back. Y'all hear me clearly for the last goddamn time. You aren't going to get where you want to go until you beat him, Pete. Okay, people? Are
Right.
we clear?
Wait, so
Saying
But
he
who
ain't
guess
who
not
what,
going
who
to
Dean? But
let
won
guess
you
what,
that
beat
Dean?
Tank.
battle?
Guess what, Dean? They could just fight each other though.
But I told y'all they wasn't going to do that either. Right
So
again.
you telling me they all made alliances to not fight each other and not fight Tank?
No,
Yo,
2 Cent.
two
It's not
cents.
that
Highlight this
complicated.
nigga Hannibal comment. Why you talking like that?
Cause he
I
just
can't
told me.
highlight
He
it because
just.
my phone tripping.
Oh,
What do you say?
I got his sack. Damn,
Tank
I got his
trying to
sack.
sabotage Haney versus Shakur. So
Nah, not that comment.
Man, what the fuck be
Dean
wrong with
got
niggas,
Tank
I got his
man?
sacked
sack down right
so
there.
far
God damn.
down his throat he
Because
can barely
that's
speak.
sad. That's sad. But when Bill Haney get up there yesterday,
This
y'all
nigga's
talking
crazy.
about how he G money and that they on the bigger, better things and fuck Shakur. I guess he got his
What are
sack
we
down his throat
delusional
too.
about,
I don't know.
Big Dog Willie?
I'm delusional about him having the biggest fight of the year when he come back. No, really, no
Yo,
matter who he
Hannibal, why
fight.
you never come on the panel,
Wait,
bro? You got a lot to
It's
say
okay.
down there, man.
No, Big
Hold on,
Supreme, Big
hold
Supreme.
on.
It's okay.
Big Dog Willie, what are we delusional about?
It's okay, man. Damn. Oh shit. Oh shit.
I'm waiting on you to tell me.
they mad because Shakur asked the odd man out.
No, because y'all not just gonna get to start throwing stuff out there. Like I need clarity. I don't. When I communicate with people, I want to make sure I'm clear and understand what they saying. You don't just get to say shit to me, and I'm just supposed to assume what you mean. So you're saying we're delusional. I don't understand how I'm delusional. Could you please break it down for me?
Mm.
Tankomaniacs triggered. More deflection, Big Dog Willie. Can you answer the question, please?
Damn. They don't mopping him off.
Matter of
That
fact,
oh no, that's
man, calm
crazy.
his ass out and make that nigga hit the
That's
links.
crazy, bro. That's mad disrespectful, bro. You know the crazy thing is everybody know I'm very heterosexual because they hear my beautiful babies in the background and things like this. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
It's
we
all
not
good.
worried about these dudes
No,
that
it's not 2 Cent. My thing is 2 Cent. Look how they get over Devin every time. Then and Fanon said this too. I told him earlier today. Every time it's about Devin, it always get back to some homosexual things, bro. When we talking facts,
I
every single
agree,
time,
man. Bro,
every
I got
Bleed,
it.
time,
I
bro.
just, bro,
gang.
I literally had to, bro. I blocked the nigga today, bro, on X,
Hannibal,
bro.
I'm
This
gonna
nigga
give
said the
you a
most gay
warning. Listen,
shit.
bro. Listen. You gotta go. You're gonna have to be more
Yeah,
respectful
shut
in
my
my chat
goofy out
to my
down,
Man, let
bro.
me
panelists.
shoot
I
Okay,
this
be having
nigga,
them
man.
Nick feelings. I be having them
Let
Nick
me
feelings.
shoot
Go
this
ahead, Big
nigga.
Supreme.
let's go.
I'm about to
Nah,
shoot
I
this
for
be
nigga.
real,
having
Hold
them
like
on.
Nick
niggas
I don't
feelings.
really
know.
be saying
Nobody.
the most. My bad, 2 Cent.
You still ain't answer my question, Hannibal. You see, y'all niggas with this deflecting shit. Like, what is the problem? How are we delusional? Like, y'all don't just get to say shit and then just be saying shit to be saying it. That's the problem. Y'all think y'all can just say shit and then keep moving. No. What do you mean? Because why are you calling us delusional? What about what we said is delusion? Please let me know. And don't deflect.
And don't say no gay shit.
And you continue being disrespectful in my chat, bro. I'm just gonna you can come back tomorrow. Or just go on your regular account, Big Dog Willie.
Yeah, she's soft now. Now she is soft ass. So it's crazy. That just crazy. Just like I told you, people, man, when they love you, when we was up here defending, yeah, hey, 2 Cent, when we was on Shakur ass about Devin and that. Oh man, they love you to death. 2 Cent.
Did
Yeah,
anybody say somebody was ducking Tank?
nobody
Has
said that.
anybody
I ain't
said
said that
that?
one time.
Nobody said that, right? Oh, okay. So he just want attention. Go ahead.
I didn't say them words were verbatim, but what we said was, and me and Big Supreme said this verbatim, if he doesn't fight Gervonta after all of the stuff I've just laid out of the other fighters that he hasn't fought that we wanted him to fight, then it shows he really never wanted to fight not only Gervonta, none of the rest of the niggas either. That is
Fact.
what it shows.
Micro. Oh, here you go, Micro Drake. I think if the fight don't go through, I don't think this is a matter of ducking and all of that. I know people gonna say that, but we need to just really start reevaluating Bill as a manager. See, Dean, that's not Dean. That's paid Big Supreme. They're not gonna say that though. They're not gonna say, "Damn, how many failed negotiations can you have in 1 year?" What's
Right.
up with you, Bill? What's up? I thought you was big manager, big Bill. Like, what's happening? You stopped getting the welfare checks from the Saudi Arabian government. Now you can't negotiate a deal.
That's a
What's
great ass
happening?
point, Tucson. I mean, you're the only person to bring that up, Tucson. I would love to. I want you to elaborate on that more because you're the only person to bring that up. And that was a great ass. I brought up the fights that didn't happen, but let's talk about why they didn't happen. That's a great ass point.
Yeah, because I'm saying because people want to be ducks and all that, and I was saying earlier, Deem, how every reason that has to do with Devin is always attached to something emotional, and you got to realize that that's manipulation. Like old dude on your panel earlier when I was up there and I was asking him to explain what he was talking about, and he cooked himself.
Oh,
He
he was
he rolled
upset.
himself around in the Old Bay seasoning, floured himself, and he just hopped in the pot and fried himself in the grease. And all the stuff that you're saying is emotional. Can we speak some facts? And the facts are Bill Haney has not been able to negotiate and close a fight since he stopped receiving checks, welfare checks from the Saudi Arabian government. Why is that? Is the problem that Bill is this Bo they not giving Devin the money and then because they not paying Devin what he wants is some big conspiracy like the industry is blackballing him and all this other stuff like he hasn't went around burning bridges and doing this and doing that. It's just no, nobody's blackballing Devin. Blackballing him for what? If after negotiation after negotiation after negotiation you're not getting paid enough money, right? You don't get to get welfare and then you get a job and you like, man, hell no, my welfare check was more than this. Y'all got to pay me more. No, that's not how that works.
In the famous words of Tucson, if you fighting for undisputed titles, you can't be talking about you getting blackballed.
Right.
Is Devin not a champion? How
At
is he
every weight
blackballed?
division he been at, how could you be blackballed?
How could you
You
be
know,
blackballed?
At the same time.
don't seem like he gonna be there
Didn't
for
Devin go
long.
to 147 and his first fight was for a belt?
Yes,
Yeah.
and 140.
Oh, and the belt he just won, Dean, he's dropping it because the sanctioning bodies don't tell him what to do when he making a stand. Dean, is it not the sanctioning body's job to tell you who your mandatory is?
That's exactly their job. That's why you have them there to tell people what to do, to be overseers so that it's fair, that everybody get an
I don't give a
equal
fuck.
opportunity.
He was
That's
like,
the reason.
he was like, I'm a F. He said, keep having attitude, but F you up.
Hey,
Ooh.
somebody got to mute.
I was laughing. I was
That's
like,
Oh,
paid.
my
yeah.
Paid mute
bad.
real quick. Paid.
I'm talking to my son. My bad.
that
it's
I was gonna ask, right? Is the Shakur want a rehydration clause?
He said rehydration clause of 144, but some people were saying he might say 144. Then when it's time, be like, I want a rehydration clause. Who
Bernie the
knows?
boxer said that he should put both on Devin. So everybody that be sitting up there talking crazy about Tank and his Devin situation, I need you to say something to Bernie the boxer because Bernie the boxer said not only should Shakur put him on a 144 catch weight, that he should put a rehydration clause on Devin too because Devin big as hell and gonna come in there at 175, 180. That's what Bernie the boxer said.
Now, how is Devin like considered a great
175.
fighter?
And this is the thing, right? This is what I said Shakur should do. I said Shakur should fight Devin at 47 without a rehydration clause because I don't know if y'all have noticed, Devin is slower at 47 with all that weight. It doesn't make sense for Devin to rehydrate even bigger because he's at a higher weight class because he's slower now.
Tucson, I agree with you. I think I'm disappointed Shakur didn't just take the fight. We only
Now, I ain't
going
gonna lie, I
through
low
all
key
of this.
disagree though.
You
Go
do?
ahead,
Cause
Big Supreme.
yeah, because Brian Norman got fast ass hands. Like Haney was beating him to the punch.
He was. I don't think he got
Like Brian,
fast
Brian
ass
got
hands, but he
very
not
quick
Man, he
hands.
slow.
I'm
ain't
not
got
gonna
no
lie.
damn fast ass
He
hands.
not slow
Brian
though.
don't got fast hands.
Nah, he not slow,
Not
but he
like
not
that.
slow though. Yeah, not like that.
Nah,
They
remember that
about
left hook he landed on
average.
Quavis? That put him on a
They not
stanky leg?
fast ass. He ain't got no
He
fast
ain't got
Nah,
fast
his
ass.
hands is fast. I'm
ass.
not gonna lie.
They about average. They about average. They good. Big Supreme. They good. They good.
They not like Tank or like Shakur, but like he like for 147, like he has fast hands. I'm not gonna lie. That little
I
left hook
mean,
he got,
he's slower. He's slower than Rolly, I believe.
hell no.
You don't think
Who's
so?
slower than Rolly?
Brian
Nah,
Norman
he's
Jr.
not slower than Rolly. Ryan Norman's not
Well,
slower
yeah,
than
he's
Rolly.
slower than Rolly.
I'm gonna just be honest. I think
Y'all
from
tripping.
when I
I'm gonna
seen
go on
Rolly
mute for a
fighting
second.
Ryan, nah, Big Supreme, just from the Ryan fight, I can't, I don't know, bro. I can't, I don't know. Rolly was beating Ryan to the punch a lot in that fight as well. So I can't. And
That's
Ryan
because
wasn't
Rolly
fast.
ain't had that snack in him. I mean, Ryan had that snack.
Hey, Jude. Hey,
Man.
Dean. Dean,
Yes.
we need you to get a Scream by Any Mean Promotions. We
A
got
screen by all right,
we
that
got
screen
two
by any
cent
mean promotions.
promotions. We got a Nitro promotions. Juke, I don't know if you know, but you signed a 2 cents promotions. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, two cent with your Juke with 2 cent promotions for sure. And we
Hey,
got
I'm
screen
okay.
by any mean
I'm saying two
promotions.
cents. What's up? It's what's
What's
up.
up? What's up? So we gonna get some promotional company going. Y'all assign some debaters, and we'll get some debate stuff going on just for fun. Nothing serious and none of that. Just it'll. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, that's lit. That's lit. Actually, that's a great ass idea. I
That's so
appreciate
hilarious.
that.
You said
That's a great ass
promotion.
idea. Cause y'all imagine me coaching. That's funny as hell.
You know what I'm saying? So we got Screen by Any Mean promotions. We got 1940. We got Nitro promotions, and we got 2 cent
What's that
promotions.
coach from college name that used to be choking his players?
Oh, Bobby Knight.
Yeah, that's this nigga
Dean gonna
Dean.
be Bobby Knight.
Hey man, and Bobby Knight was winning them chips though.
Hey, Bobby
Bobby
Knight was
Knight was
throwing
winning
cheers at his players and
Bobby
shit.
Knight was winning them championships though. If you gonna win,
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
all.
gonna lie. I don't know how he lasted so long, bro.
Right?
There's so much footage of him choking his players and like throwing them on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck? That shit is crazy. Like, I don't know how he lasted that long. That's
That's
crazy.
a fact. Look, he coached Team USA and they won gold. So yeah, you can put some respect on his name. It works.
I
Hey,
mean, as
Bobby
long
Knight
as you
was a
winning, they
good
don't
coach.
care.
That nigga was just abusive.
That nigga was
Word.
there's something. He had
Hey,
problems.
no, look, we down here today, right? We in the gym, and this dude, he doing miss with his son. That nigga say foul. Bully! He punched his son in the face with the miss. I looked at my son. I said, "See, I told you be being
Boy.
too soft."
Yo,
He still got some
there's a
ideas.
player that actually that like fought back against Bobby Knight. I forgot the dude's name,
Yeah,
but
he
he got
did.
like
What?
ostracized and blackballed for that.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
Bobby was like generally like shocked, like this nigga fighting me back. Like what the yeah,
Yeah, he
nigga, you ain't
did.
gonna be choking me.
Choking me
What
out.
is he talking about? Like nigga, you try to choke me, nigga. Come two-piece your ass.
Hey,
He
ain't no
two
way
pieces the
these
shit
kids
out of
these
Bobby.
days would not be able to handle that. They be done shot Bobby Knight.
Yeah, they did
Yeah,
Bobby.
they
They
they,
shot
they
Bobby.
probably
Yeah,
would have.
yeah. Today, Bobby Knight was not
They
last.
Kids
did.
now they probably gunned him
They'd
down.
have been outside right by his car. It'd have been,
Juke, what's
they'd have
up,
had
Juke? What you
ski
got for the
masks up and
show?
everything.
Not much. I'm listening to y'all cook. I've been getting caught up because I've been outside, child. Juneteenth weekend, I was out here. Oh
Look
yeah,
at her.
happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers I know. Dean's a father I don't know about paid or who else is this on the channel?
They
Appreciate you,
all
Juke.
they all daddies. They all
Not all
daddies.
daddies. Happy Father's Day.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
No problem.
I done fathered a couple niggas in the chat too.
I told Dr. Hacker and them
I
Juke
know that's
ain't
right.
fathered
Hey,
on
if
Father's
you
Day.
lose it, tell me Happy Father's
Hey,
Day.
Juke done fathered a couple of them niggas too. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Right.
I
We
know.
gotta call her on Father's Day and Mother's Day.
Right.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? What my gifts? What my gifts? Yeah, so I've been getting caught up. It's a mess. It's a mess. Tank is a heathen child. I need him to relax. But to listen to what y'all saying, like I'm kind of with you. I think you had made a comment before too, saying like y'all already know the fight I want. Like I want Tank to rematch Roach. That's what I want, and I want Devin to rematch Ryan. I like fights within the division. Maybe I'm a little old school. That's just what I like. And then of course the big fight for me has always been Tank and Shakur. I always thought that was a big fight, and I just thought that this fight was past us because of the size difference, right? Because we're going to go through all this rigmarole, and somebody's going to be crying. And I thought the last opportunity for us to get that fight was after he fought Lomachenko, and I felt like one, Devin didn't want that fight clearly because 5 days. I don't know if y'all know this. 5 days after the Loma fight, he went on Twitter and was like reached out to Eddie Hearn and was like, yeah, let's fight Regis. And then later in his New Year's resolution, he was saying how, his whole plan was always to fight Loma, then go to 140. So all the talk about Shakur and Tank, he never planned to fight them, at least in that 135, right? Because he just didn't plan to fight them there, or ever, maybe. I don't know. So I thought this was beyond past this, but now that it's here again, like, I disagree with some folks saying, oh, like they say, oh, Shakur should fight him in 147. I respect some people. I respect everybody's opinions, but the way I see it, I think once you're a guard, again, it was never, back in my day, it was never okay to be calling out guys smaller than you. Like, it was looked at as like kind of like being a punk. You don't seek out the smaller divisions. You let them come to you if they do cool, but you seek out your division. So the way I see it is that, nah, like, if that's what you want to do, you want to go out here, be on every social media page promoting a fight where you want a smaller fighter when the smaller fighter not doing that. Even if they were doing that, no, I think you need to come to them. I don't think Shakur need to fight him at 147. No, I think once you start putting smaller guys on your list, you don't get to call out lightweights and super lightweights and then like, oh, you got to come to me though. No, you want to fight lightweight? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, that's insane. You don't get to like ignore the people in your division, seek out small guys, and then get mad when they say, okay, well, meet me here. Like, that's insane. Like, it would not work in any other setting or scenario. It just wouldn't work.
Or
So
for any other fighter, they wouldn't let Boots do that. They wouldn't let Tank do
no,
that.
they wouldn't let. No one. Devin is the first fighter in history I've ever seen people defend. Like, well, just come to him. Well, it just makes sense for him to always have the event. Like, he never had. They claim he sacrificed so much. He's never had to sacrifice anything. No, he hasn't. Like,
Hey, Juke and 2CENTS, can I ask y'all something? How tall are y'all?
I'm 5'8".
You
I'm also
5'8",
5'8".
Jay, and y'all 5. So that means y'all 4 inches taller than Gervonta Davis. What you talking?
Yes, I'm taller than Tank. I am.
Y'all my mama height. That means y'all 4 inches tall. I know it's like a women. That means y'all my mama height. Oh Lord, that y'all be throwing good. Oh Lord. Oh,
I mean, even
y'all
though
4
that's,
inches.
for women, we tall. I guess that's tall for a woman.
Yeah, that's tall for
Yeah.
a woman, Juke. That's tall. Like on an everyday
Tall.
basis, y'all tall for women. But y'all ain't like y'all tall where it's like I ain't saying this in no type of way. Y'all tall where it's sexy. Y'all ain't like 6 foot, like 6'2". Y'all ain't, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all
Nah, we ain't that tall.
yeah, y'all ain't
I'm not
No,
that
you
y'all
you
the
was
tall.
I'm,
60
short
I'm
on
a
one
point.
y'all.
John.
I'm
Like,
short.
I ain't
I'm
gonna
short.
lie.
Listen, my whole life I thought I was short because I played basketball. So I was like, I ain't that tall. When I got in the real world, I was like,
I know you was the
damn, why
power
is
forward at
everybody so
5'8".
short?
I
Huh?
ran
I
I
played
ran
the 1,
track.
2, and the 3.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
ran
I'm the
track.
same
Oh,
So
way.
all
I'm used
right,
to
two
tall.
cents. All right, 2 cents.
Yeah, I ran
You
track.
find
So
out you had a
most of us
handle.
were tall, and a few were short, but I ran track. So it just, you know, yeah. I guess for women, yeah, I guess so.
It's just that y'all 4 inches taller than the guy we speaking about.
Yeah, and
And
that's what
that's
I
what they
think
want
is
him to do,
right.
G.
Like,
That's all.
that's what's crazy about it to me is that Tank is, even for, think about this for a second. There's no one who's fought in the last 5 years at 130 that Tank is bigger than. The guys at 130 are big. He's a small lightweight. He fights at that size because he packs some power and how skilled he
Yeah,
is. But he's still smaller than the average 130. Like, him and Inouye have the same dimensions.
exactly. And the
You know,
smallest nigga that was ever in the ring with the nigga was
So Tank started
Shakur.
at Tank started at 126, right?
yes.
Yeah,
Did he get
Yes,
a belt
Stephen.
there?
yeah.
No, he didn't
No.
stay long. If you look at Tank's career, like, I would say majority of his fights, even though people talk about 135, majority of his fights are still at 130. That's
130.
the bulk. Like, I would say 67% of his career was at 130.
Yes. Both his careers at
And he
130.
was a champion at 130,
Yes, he had two
Yes.
different
and he was
belts. He
a
had
champion at
IBF.
135.
Yes,
Yes.
he had the
So how
IBF.
can you say he's never
60.
been a champion in any division, Max Kellerman? That shit's stupid to me.
That's
Exactly.
why I didn't like Max Kellerman back. I didn't like Max back in the HBO days. He annoyed my soul then, but I get why people liked him. So people hating him now, I'm not surprised. I'm like, y'all gonna see what I saw eventually. But yeah, he was, so Tank first belt actually was the IBF when they still had a rehydration clause. When he was at 130, he also couldn't rehydrate. So that's another thing. Remember when he fought Pedraza, that was for the IBF, and then he later fought for the WBA. So his first belt was the IBF. So like I'm cool with, like, okay, if y'all gonna fight, fine. So I feel like meeting the middle. So this idea like, oh, 144, that's not the middle. The middle between 147 and 135 is 141. That's the middle. If Tank wants to do 144, fine. But like all this crying about rehydration clauses, I feel like when people cry about rehydration clauses, because I think is that it has such a bad rep. People aren't thinking about what it really is. All the rehydration clause is saying, okay, we're gonna make sure that this is as fair as possible. So crying about rehydration clause is saying, no, when. I want this guy to come in 20 pounds bigger than this guy. And
but you know what, Juke, this is how we'll always kill that rehydration argument, right? And of course, everybody would just gloss over it. I say, why would the IBF put their fighters at a disadvantage and make them fight each other?
right.
If a rehydration clause is putting you at a disadvantage, why would the IBF put their fighters at disadvantages?
Can I say something, y'all?
Not that, how come no one complained about the IBF? Earl fought for the IBF for years before he became unified. Tank fought for the IBF. No one said, "Oh my God, you're hurting the fighters fighting for the IBF belt." There's IBF title fights all the time. No one's crying about it.
Nobody
They're okay with the rule. They just don't like when you institute the rule and the IBF not involved. It's like, I'm okay with this institution enforcing the rule, but if these two fighters agree on the rule together, it's a problem. But like Boots said he has no problem with it. He majority of Boots' entire career, championship career, he was fighting under IBF rules, and he is still beating the health cat of people, and it didn't stop him. So at the end of the day, like, the IBF isn't the problem. When people have a problem with rehydration clauses, their complaint is that I want this person to have an advantage. And then if they can't have the advantage, okay, then you say, oh, well, they can't make that weight. They need to rehydrate. What you're admitting is that person is too large to fight at that division. That's what you're admitting. And you shouldn't be fighting that person in the first place. That's all it means.
I was looking at my phone.
What's so crazy is not, it ain't even that.
Hold on, Anthony. I see you in the back. Can you hear me? You can turn your camera off. You don't got to leave it on.
Yeah, make sure no truck by any means come up here.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you, bro.
I deserve that.
I can't hear you talking. I haven't put you on the stage yet.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Truck by any means, it ain't a shot at you, bro. It's just like the nigga came on your panel and tried to fuck your shit up.
That's just hilarious.
That looked like he was sitting in a bathroom or something.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on, Boxer Hacker. Let me say this, because the panel flowing, the conversation flowing.
Yo, don't start no bullshit.
We're gonna keep it flowing. Just say what you got to say, and then we're gonna keep the conversation going. Okay?
Yeah. So when it comes to the rehydration clause, Boots had a problem with the rehydration clause. He said more than once, that he didn't like the rehydration clause with the IBF.
You lying?
Aerospec also didn't like the rehydration clause. Yes. Boots
what does it have to do with my point, though? Just because you don't like it, don't mean it puts you at a disadvantage.
So what's the rehydration clause? It stops you from rehydrating.
What is the disadvantage, bro?
Well,
the question is, why does the IBF do it? Listen, Box Hacker, listen, this is the question. Why does the IBF do it if it puts their fighters at a disadvantage?
I don't know. They're the only ones that do it, right? It used to be done for all of them, but they're the only ones that still do it. It's not a good thing. Just because they do it doesn't mean it's good. The other ones don't do it, right? Like you should.
WBC got the weight program, right?
Fighters should have the right to rehydrate as long as they make the weight.
But you always say you like things on the even playing field. Don't that make it an even playing field?
No. As long as we make the schedule weight, as long as we make the schedule weight, I should be able to rehydrate the weight, the amount I need to rehydrate to.
But you would agree that I could rehydrate to a point that this doesn't make it an even playing field.
No,
right?
That's okay. That's okay. That's not
you just said you don't want it to not be an even playing field.
It's still even. So wait.
It's not even.
You know one thing, right? Most times there's always one fighter that's bigger than the other inside that ring. Seldomly, do you see two fighters that weigh the same exact weight in the ring?
Just let him say what we got to say. We're gonna go on with the conversation.
So there's usually one fighter that weighs the same. At the end of the day, what we need to do is make the contractual weight. If I make the contractual weight, you make the contractual weight, we gotta fight. And then let us both rehydrate the way we need to rehydrate to. It shouldn't be some weird constraint. Because why now you ask me, why is rehydration clause bad? Because guess what? It increases the likelihood of people being dehydrated for the fight. And when you have increased
that might mean they at the wrong weight class.
It may or may not be. Keep that in mind. And guess what? But what that does mean is there's also more risk of like permanent injury and death in the ring. because people are coming into the ring dehydrated. That means less food to the
So
brain.
why fight at that weight?
It's not about fighting. It's
It
about
is
letting people.
though, bro. Because I
No.
never seen a nigga that, bro. If a
How
nigga
many
fighting at
fighters do you think
135,
fight at the
hold on,
walk
Hold
Here
around
we
on,
weight?
go,
Box
y'all.
Aggie. You
Hold
said
on,
what
hold
you
on.
had to
Here
say.
we
It's
go.
somebody else's turn. Go ahead, Paige.
Let me just say,
I
how
don't,
many
I
fights
don't,
do you think fight at the walk
Here we
around weight?
go.
I don't think it's okay for a fighter that's fighting at 135 to gain 25 pounds overnight, bro. That shit is not fair. They don't give a fuck if you made the weight or not. That shit ain't cool. And you know that's not fair whatsoever. There's no reason why if you're fighting at 135, you should come in no heavier than 140, at least 5 to 7 pounds. At
That's
the most, I'll
crazy.
give you 10 at
That's
the
crazy.
most. If not, then you don't supposed to be in that fucking weight class.
That's not true. Well, that's not how combat sports work. Every
Let me
combat sport does this. You
give
know,
you an
and you have
example,
to
right?
keep in mind.
All right, go ahead, Big
Wait,
Supreme.
you have to
Like
keep in mind when you're cutting weight.
Hold on, you
Like,
already said what you had to say. Box Hackers on Big Supreme. Go ahead, Big Supreme.
yo, hacker, yo, I ain't gonna lie. You a different type of nigga. So anyway, I'm 6 foot, right? 6'1" on a good day. I walk around like 170, 165, right? So like that's like me going down to fucking 140 and trying to fight. And I got like a 70, I got really long arms. So like let's say my arms is like 76 inches or whatever, right? Like I'm fighting guys that I have a clear advantage over with the height, with the weight, with the reach advantage, especially if I have like the same speed or athleticism. Like that's like you basically cheating at that point, bro. So I don't see how I could walk around 6 foot, 6'1", go down to 140, 147. These guys is 5'7", 5'8". Some of them are 5'6". Like that's not me looking for an advantage.
no,
Realistically, I should be fighting at 160, right?
no. So here,
So
so
if
here,
you're supposed to be fighting at 160, but you find a way to cut down and make 140,
yeah,
that's not looking for an advantage, bro.
no, because here's a plot twist to
This
that.
nigga said no.
Wait, let me tell you why. Here's a plot twist. The bigger you are, the harder it is for you to make
It's
that weight.
crazy, bro.
So that means that the bigger chance you are, the bigger chance there is that you got to be weight trained at the weight class. Think about that, right? Look at this concept.
So you're not
Wait, look at
training
this
yourself
concept
to
real
make
quick,
that
right?
weight?
Earl
All right, we're
Spence.
moving on because 20 people dropping off, bro. Nobody want to talk about this shit.
Can I just say one thing, and I promise you I'm not going to try to inflame it. I just want to bring a historical perspective. So like if you look, I know like they're like, oh well, people didn't do that back in the day, or at the end of the day, they're both weight restrictions. That's the whole point. So saying you don't want to, people saying, oh, it's bad to have a weight restriction. That's what boxing is built upon to make it as fair as possible. Once you blur those lines, it's no longer fair. So yeah, remember back in the day, they were not blowing up that big. They really weren't. I implore you to go and watch the HBO fights. They should tell you sometimes how, like most of the time, what they weighed that day. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Also, they didn't have these ceremonial weigh-ins. So it's multiple rules that have been changed. And so sometimes when the rules in place, as time goes on, people find a way to manipulate the current rule. That's why you have to always keep changing, updating rules, kind of like PEDs, right? You ban certain substances and then you find out there's a new substance. So you gotta ban that substance, you find a new substance. It's the same thing with weight. People have found a way around the weight rules. So they start saying, oh, well, I'm going to train myself because basically you don't want to fight people your size and say, oh, back people that always weren't always the same size. Actually, if you go back and watch fights back in the day, most people were very close in size. Like on hydration, like the day of, they may have been up like 3-4 pounds apart. You never saw 20 pounds, 15-pound differences, 10 pound.
Roberto Duran walked around 200 pounds.
I'm just finishing. I
And fought Sugar Ray at 147.
I see 2CENTS. Now, when I started, you see how I always start. Thank you. You didn't see that. And you're seeing it now because of this. You're seeing, like you saw every now and then you had someone who was bigger, like again, like Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns was super long and lanky, but he was super bony and he never rehydrated that much. You're seeing it now though. Like I got, a matter of fact, I have a screenshot my dad sent me about a fight and it showed like back then, if you rehydrated 10 pounds, that was considered huge. So 25 in a night is insane. And they had, so you went from same day weigh-ins to the night before to now it's the wee cracks of the morning. So now you have 36 hours to rehydrate. You have to make weight for 3 seconds and you have more than a day to rehydrate. And so now if you're fighting for a 135 title, but now you come in when you're coming in 3 divisions apart. That defeats the entire purpose of the weight classes. It defeats it. So again, arguing against rehydration clauses, or we should just bring back same-day weigh-ins. People are like, oh, they're gonna be sick. Okay, well, guess what? If you play that game or you don't want to make the weight, you want to kill yourself, so be it.
Well, let me say
Eventually,
this,
I will
Juke.
stop.
Let me say this, Juke, because this is a good conversation. So let's apply this to, let's say, the Tank Davis, Devin Haney fight, or Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney fight, right? If, let's say, Tank and, first of all, let me address the fact that you're saying if you weigh so much and then I'm cutting so much weight to fight at a lower weight, I'm at a disadvantage. It doesn't make sense to put yourself at a disadvantage. Why are you putting yourself at a disadvantage to win a fight? Like, I want y'all to think about that for a second.
Mhm.
Why am I putting myself at a why wouldn't I fight in a weight class where things are more advantageous for me?
Exactly.
So either way, you're doing it to get some form of an advantage. Saying that, oh, it put me at a disadvantage, because that doesn't, you're not noble, you're not none of that shit. Like, I don't, once again, some emotional bullshit y'all tying to some dumb shit to try to make it okay. No. If you're shrinking down and cutting down all the way and then blowing up, you're doing it to have an advantage. It's not about it being good or bad. It's what you're doing. And that's not an even playing field. You can't say, I want boxing on an even playing field, but then say, well, as long as you make the weight and you can hydrate to whatever you want. How? When that could make it an uneven playing field, which is what you're saying you don't want.
Right.
Like, do y'all listen to yourselves? So if Gervonta Tank Davis fights Devin Haney, let's say at 144 pounds, and even Shakur was saying it, you want to come in the ring 165, 170, how is that on an even playing field?
You know who's on a, I
But
need
you
to
don't
find
want him to fight Shakur though. I don't understand. Why is it different for Tank than Shakur? Shakur wasn't getting a rehydration.
How
clause.
tall is Shakur?
Height is not weight. What are you talking about?
Can you answer the question?
Like 5'8".
How tall is Tank?
I'm not sure.
You are sure.
Well, what's
Like
what's
5'4",
different? Here? They come from
5'5".
the same weight class. They literally come from the same weight class. You know that, right?
It
So
doesn't
like
matter. Don't mean that. That doesn't mean that. What do that
But-
mean, bro? Just because
you
you
guys are
can't. It's
okay
a lot
with
of fighters that start at smaller weight classes and go up.
Devin and Tank don't come from the
But with
same weight
Tank,
class.
it's be 144 and rehydration clause.
I think
That's
the whole
diabolical.
discussion
Wasn't
is
Shakur Stevenson cutting down too and blowing up too? Don't
No,
Shakur
he wasn't.
Stevenson
He
fight
come
a
at
lot of smaller
135
fighters?
easy.
Don't
Yes.
Shakur's
Shakur
never weight
Stevenson fight?
grade
Don't he?
135.
Okay, Boxing Hacker, if you're gonna keep talking over me, I'm just gonna get you off of here, bro. I'm really not in the mood for this today. You
Yeah,
either gonna
yeah,
let
that's
everybody
what's up.
talk when it's their turn and talk and be in the conversation regular, or we just not gonna do it today. Wasn't Shakur Stevenson cutting a lot of weight and fighting smaller fighters?
No, he wasn't. Shakur made 135 easy. Shakur made 130. He never was weight drained at the 135. He never struggled. He never struggled to make the weight at 135.
Why he missed weight at 130?
He dropped the same thing as Tank. He dropped the belt on the scale.
I'm not talking about Tank.
That's
I
not
said,
what he
why
did.
did Shakur miss weight at
That's why I
130?
said they're coming from the same thing, right? They both dropped the scale. They both dropped the belt on the scale at 130. They both make 135 easy. But you guys don't want Shakur to have a
can I
rehydration
tell you-
clause for
can I
Devin.
mention the different?
You all want Tank to.
Can I
What's
mention
that
the
mean?
differential between them two?
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga Hacker, bro?
I'm gonna
No,
I
mention.
don't know what he's talking about.
Hold on, I'm gonna just mention the differential between the
Supreme, I
two
don't know,
real
bro.
quickly. So, Tank
Retarded.
missed weight one time in his career, and he lost the belt on the scale, and that's when he was in United Kingdom. After that, he went on to continue to fight at that weight class because he was partying, right? Because sometimes I think there's this misconception that, oh, if you miss weight, it actually means you're struggling. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Didn't he stay at the weight class though, Jupe, after he
Yes,
missed weight?
that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. He went on after he lost the belt on the scale. He went on to capture his WBA belt at 130, defended the belt, and then moved up. Struggled to make 135 because he was partying, and then to get on pay-per-view, cut back down to 130. So the same thing that people are saying, why does Devin have to cut weight? Well, no one's asking him to do anything that Tank hasn't done already. Tank, during that time of partying, not being focused, Not only did he, after he missed that weight, continue to fight at 130, became a champion for a second time, defended his title, then cut down in weight and went to 130 and made weight and knocked someone clean the heck out. Shakur, when he was at 130, cut the weight and could not make it anymore. So the reason they missed weight were two different reasons. Shakur just body just couldn't do it anymore. Tank body could do it and still could do it, which is why when he's fighting at 135, he's coming in at 133. So it's two different reasons. And I think that's the thing, is that people associate, well, as long as you make weight, you only got to make weight for a few seconds. People got all kind of tips and tricks and snack and all kind of stuff you can do to make weight. The whole point of what we call weight bullying is after you make weight. We know you got to make weight. It's what you're doing is you're ballooning up. We're talking about most fighters. If you're at your real weight class, you don't need to balloon up. If you need to balloon up, that's not your real weight class. It's like it's really simple.
So let me just say this, right? Let me preface this like this, right? We were saying.
Can I say something? Because he's been talking for a second.
Right? We were literally just saying that. We were literally just saying that.
I've been screamed by any means. Can I say something?
Yo, Hacker, chill out, man. We don't need this nigga screaming.
Hold on, let Hacker finish up, and then I'm gonna let you go. Then go ahead, Hacker.
Let me just learn this. We were criticizing Shakur, because he was planning to fight Conor Ben at 147. But he didn't want to fight Devin at 147, right? However, Tank was about to fight Jake Paul at 190, right?
Bro, stop saying that stupid shit. He wasn't gonna wait 190.
Go ahead,
it's an exhibition.
What the fuck?
And they had like 14-ounce gloves, no?
Yo, why are we comparing an exhibition to a real fight?
Exactly.
Go
it
ahead,
wasn't even sanctioned.
Muhammad Ali for the fucking sumo wrestler and Andre the Giant. Like
what are we talking? Right. Muhammad Ali had exhibitions mid-career before he fought Foreman. What are we talking? Okay, I guess my brother. At the end of the day,
we're not doing that by Saturday.
I can't.
I just told the truth. I mean, I don't know why people get upset. It's
no, you didn't tell the truth because you compared the exhibition to a real fight. That's
all I said. He was about to fight Jake Paul at 190, which is the
he was the exhibition.
Absolutely, there's no line.
If he's coming in at 190, bro.
Exhibition is a sparring match, my guy.
Didn't Muhammad Ali fight two sumo wrestlers or something? Like, what are you talking about?
They wouldn't sanction Tank and Jake Paul. It was an exhibition.
See, hold on, Boxer Hacker. This is what y'all don't get to do. Like,
we were having a great conversation. Now he brought down the
come on, Boxer Hacker, stop it.
I'm not even talking yet. So
I mean, talking yet.
Go ahead, Hack. Go ahead, D.
I thought you was talking.
No, I heard this is it's crazy, bro. When you know a guy is 5'3.5", when all Devin fans complain about why Shakur need to fight them at 147. But now they just forgot why Devin might need to make concessions to fight small 5 and a 4 Gervonta Davis, the face of boxing, where he at when Bill said that he's going to drop the belt to not fight Keyshawn on Chump's side. When Bill said that we not worried about Shakur Stevenson on the Boxing Voice and we on the bigger and better things talking about G-Money Gervonta Davis. Dog, what is we talking about, man?
I think another thing that's so interesting to me
time out. Hold on, Juke.
Okay.
What are y'all talking about? Tank fans are scary. We're having a conversation.
I'm just saying
about rehydration. Are you fucking serious, Boxer Hacker? Are you talking over me? That's your second warning, Hacker. That's 2.
You got one more, nigga.
So the conversation is, why are rehydration clauses, if they're so bad, why does the IBF put their champions at a disadvantage? Because people want to say, as long we want the fight on the even playing field, but as long as you make the weight, you can make the fight not on an even playing field. That's a contradiction to what you're saying. So if this particular fight needs a rehydration clause to stop the bigger man from having an advantage, I don't see a problem with it. I think Shakur Stevenson, if he's so little, he should have a rehydration clause against Devin Haney if he's going to go up to his weight class and fight him. I don't see a problem with that because I don't bitch and cry about rehydration clauses.
Facts. I never
criticized Shakur Stevenson. The fact that Shakur Stevenson said that he had the problem with the rehydration clause that's why people are saying, why are you asking for one now? See, y'all keep trying to
Exactly.
conflate this into like, oh, I thought y'all trying to make it seem like we hypocrites like y'all. No, no. We're not the hypocrite. Shakur's the hypocrite, and we're just pointing that out. I don't have a problem with rehydration clauses,
At
but
all.
Shakur said he do. So we're trying to ask Shakur, why is it cool now?
Right. I think it should be throughout the entire sport, and I think we would get better. Like everybody keep talking about, oh, back in the day, everyone cries about back in the day while fighting against the things that made boxing better back in the day. Back in the day, no one was rehydrating 25 pounds in a night. It wasn't happening. It just wasn't. I remember there was this one fight. I think it was, oh, who was it? It was a welterweight fighter, 154. And I remember someone rehydrated 10, like they had gained 10 pounds from the day before weigh-in. And mind you, that weigh-in it was the night before. Because weigh-ins used to be like, I think Tank is one of the few people who still has real weigh-ins, right? It's a few people who still do it. But now we've been getting these ceremonial weigh-ins. That's another reason why people can't really, figure out who looking drained or what, because we got these ceremonial BS. And they was like, what? Ooh, 10 pounds. Like, they like, it was like crazy. I'm going to find the footage. I promise you. I'm
Hey,
gonna
can I read this definition though?
Go ahead.
Okay, so it say rehydration clause is to prevent fighters from abusing the process to gain an unnatural size advantage. Some major bouts enforce a rehydration clause, require fighters to stay under a specific secondary weight limit on the morning of the fight.
Right.
All right, let me
Because
read the
In,
super chat
in a
real quick. Let me
boxer,
read the
the
oh,
super
weight
chat.
is fine.
this,
Hold on, y'all. Let
this,
me get the super chat. Where'd it
okay.
go? God damn it, it disappeared. Hold on. This shit crazy on the phone. Y'all be doing lives from y'all cell phone?
Sometimes,
All right, it says hacker only. Oh, shout out to Sin Ironheart with the $5 in the super chat. He says hacker only defends weak sucker shit. You will never find integrity or growth and development at the end of hackers' rhetoric. Shout out Sin Ironheart with the $5 in the super chat.
can I say
Go
something
ahead.
too, sir?
Go ahead,
I'll,
Pay. Finish reading, then I'm gonna let you go, Dean.
okay.
Okay.
A boxer typically regains 5% to 15% of their body weight between the official weigh-in and the fight night. For a 154-pound fighter, that's equals into putting back anywhere between 8 to 23 pounds of water uh in a 24 to 36 hour span before the opening bell. So I think that's legit because the fact is, why would you have to gain more than that? If anything, like that's crazy, especially within the 36 to 24 hour span. Like that's crazy work for a nigga to balloon up that high, especially if you're a fighter fighting at 140 or some
Mm.
shit like that. There's no reason why you should be coming in the ring at 165. That's crazy work.
I agree.
Old school fighters did blow up in
It's
weight.
on
I don't
you,
know.
Dean.
They didn't.
So, hey,
They,
can I say this? Devin
Yeah.
fans is the
I got
same
proof.
ones. They want to act like weight don't matter, but they was the same ones Jupiter 2 Cent that was complaining about. God, I'm about to turn in the screen by any means now because this shit is pissing me the fuck off. They was the same people, Jupe, that was sitting up here bitching about 5 pounds with Jerron Ennis.
Than't
Where the
you.
boots
Yep.
ain't moved up
Thank
yet
you.
neither.
And cried about 3 pounds with Ryan. And that's why I said it's so crazy. Devin Haney fans need to get on board because the same thing the reason why Tank did the rehydration clause with Ryan is because he saw Ryan playing with his weight. If you pay attention, Ryan played with the weight 2 fights before Tank and then 2 fights after Tank. And Devin is the only person
Ryan never fought at 140.
no, he never fought at 140. He would tell the fighter, we're gonna fight at 137, 130, come in bigger. He was doing it, and I don't see how Devin's team didn't see it, but I think they were so gun-ho on like up, like, oh, I'm gonna outdo Tank. And they got themselves into a trap. Like had they just like had they watched what Tank did and did the same thing, that would have helped some. But and then they didn't even listen to Eddie Hearn saying put a rehydration clause in him. He's going to blow up crazy on you. And he got a little taste of his own medicine. And I just think that like I felt like I knew in my gut I was like I need that Devin don't need to fight this boy. He need to go ahead and fight. What's his name? The guy who was the guy that he in that Ryan no that Teal in the fight. I was like, this because Ryan was doing too much. I'm like, y'all can't see that this man.
Arnold Barboza, Jude.
Yes, he should have just fought Barboza. This dude about to do some snake stuff to you. But at the time, everyone hated Tank, and they couldn't see the real snake in the room, and that's how you got bit. That's how you got bit. And so it's crazy. They complain like, oh, they should come up 9 pounds to fight Devin at 144, but you were crying about 3 pounds with Ryan.
So okay.
About it.
What y'all think about speaking of snakes? Like, what y'all think about this Ryan Tio fight? I'm hearing people really like. Listen, y'all. I'm in the chats, and I'm hearing people like, "Oh, this gonna be an easy fight. Tio about to get that belt off of Ryan Tio," and I'm like, "Wow, people really think Tio can beat Ryan at 147."
Wait. You talking about Rolly?
You about to fight Ryan?
No, he about to fight
Rolly. People really think Tio can beat Rolly at 147.
I think that's easy fight.
Tio's fighting Rolly.
I think Rolly's the easy fight for Tio.
I got Rolly.
No, I got Tio. I put money on Tio on that one.
I got Rolly.
Hold on. Juke don't know. They announced that is it in August? Or when is it? August 15th or September 15th? Whatever date it is.
I think it's August.
12th,
August 15th.
12th or 15th or something like that. Rolly and Tio are supposed to be fighting.
Yeah.
And I'm in the chats today and they're like, oh, that's gonna be an easy fight for Tio. Tio finna get that belt up off of Rolly. And I'm like, y'all still not gonna be honest about Rolly? Y'all think Tio is about to go beat Rolly at 147? Tio too little.
Nah, Tio gonna win that fight.
How?
Tio's better than Rolly. I think that's a different level.
How?
Okay.
He's got outboxing style on Rolly.
How?
He couldn't even outbox Shakur. Man, shut up, bro.
No,
Rolly's not Shakur Stevenson.
I want to hear how is Tio going to outbox Rolly?
Tio's faster than Rolly, right? Tio's way faster than Rolly. He has better movements than Rolly. He's clearly the better boxer between the two. Clearly.
Who have you seen Tio box?
Who have I seen Tio box? Lomachenko.
Who else?
Josh Taylor. Barboza. Like Tio can box.
I don't think Josh Taylor's a boxer, but I get what you're saying. But he's not a boxer.
Yeah, she said who
No, I'm asking. I'm listening. I'm trying to picture it in my head.
I think there's skill difference between Tio
so
and Rolly.
You think Tio can outbox Rolly?
Yeah, I think Tio's really good. I think people are.
Can Rolly catch him and knock his ass out? That's something that fight gonna happen.
I mean, he has a puncher's chance, but I don't think he can outbox Tio.
I think he got way better than a puncher's chance, bro.
Yeah,
I think Tio is gonna have to overcome more from Rolly than Rolly is gonna have to overcome from Tio.
Tio's one of them ones though. Like I think people just.
Tio is not one of them ones.
He is one of them ones. He is one of them ones. Don't play.
When did he become one of them ones?
Yeah,
when did he become one of them?
Tio's nice. People just because he lost to Shakur is just super nice.
Nah, he's nice, but he's not one of them ones though, bro.
Bro, there ain't nobody playing with Josh Taylor, bro. Ain't nobody playing with
Josh Taylor's ass.
Oh my god.
Yeah, y'all say that like
that nigga go to.
Ain't
that nigga
nobody
Reed just closed his eye, bro.
Ain't nobody playing with Barboza. Like, what are we talking about?
Barboza.
You said nobody what?
Like,
Barboza lost to the Irish Southpaw.
Yeah, he lost, but I said
on the Ryan Haney undercard. Sean McCombs.
Again, listen to my
they
word.
robbed Sean McCombs, nigga.
Tio played with those guys. That's Tio. Pause. Yes, but Tio played with those guys. Yeah. Pause.
You know, my side, it seems like y'all be having like these romanticized views of these fighters. It's weird to me.
You'll see 2CENTS.
Does Tio have a new team? Does he got a new coach, a new trainer?
Because
if he don't change that, he getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, speaking of that, what y'all think about Albert Bell versus Abdullah Mason?
I think those last minute replacement fights be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yo, I think Albert Bell could give him some trouble, but I think Abdullah gonna stop him though.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
I think Abdullah gonna knock his ass out.
Opponents, because it's damn near hard there or impossible, especially when you've been damn near training. But this gonna bring out. I think it's gonna show whether Abdullah one of the ones or not. Because again, it's part of the game when you have to when opponents pull out of the fight.
Yeah, but it's always.
Somebody make a good point, Hacker. They said you said the same thing about Ray Ford.
Yeah, he did.
I did. Yeah, that's fair.
You might want to reanalyze what you think.
I still believe Tio's gonna be rolling.
Can I say this about Abdullah, y'all?
Yeah.
Abdullah took this fight. Abdullah Mason is a
Toledo
straight
Trice.
dog. I want to give a shout out to Abdullah for taking a guy that a lot of other people would not take, was scared to take, and he's doing it all at the young age of 21, 22 years old, and not making no excuses and all of this other stuff. So he's doing actually what everybody headlining events.
If he stop him, oh man,
Stepping up in competition. And like I said, going against the 6'1" Albert Bell, there's a lot of guys in that division do not want to fight at the 135 division. We all know that. Shout out to Cam J Network. I hope he's still in here. And I'll just say that he's a dog.
I know he's gonna pop out.
Yeah. He's a dog. That's all
Oh,
I
y'all
want to
done
say.
got
Let's
Toledo
give him
up
credit
here.
for being a dog.
I knew Toledo's gonna pop out. Listen, Albert Bell from Toledo, my nigga. So like, you're not unbiased, so I don't want to hear none of that.
I'm gonna let Toledo go, and then before I hop off here, y'all, because I gotta hop off. We gonna talk about this Boots in this fight. Tay, is you still in the chat? Tay, go ahead, Toledo. What you got to say about your boy?
Yow. Hey man, say man, you already knew my motherfucking ears was ringing. Hold up, gang. This is the king of Ohio, man. Battle for Ohio, Midwest Massacre action. Hold on, man. Whoever on this panel talking about Albert Bell about to get stopped, hey man, say man.
He gonna get stopped, nigga.
Stop it. You about
He's
to
going
get
to sleep.
stopped. Hey man, stop it, man. We're about to beat this man. We about to beat the young bull. And I'm gonna throw this out there for all my people.
Are you gonna use my words against my young bull? Are you a dirty motherfucker?
We about to be, hey man, Abdullah from Ohio as well. This is Ohio business. But listen, this is Toledo, Ohio business. You hear me? And anybody who know me, who been listening to any boxing channel, no, I've been clamoring for my dog, Albert Bell, nigga, to get this opportunity. It's time. Andy was cruising for a bruising, but it's a switch of plans. Abdullah, I don't give a damn if it's Abdullah Mason, Perry Mason, the Mason-Dixie line. Nigga, it doesn't matter. Albert Bell is about to win this fight. You understand me? We will be in the building.
I don't think so, man.
Listen, man, I'm about to
I think Abdullah gonna put him to sleep.
You're tripping. You're tripping.
Somebody you just can't take Abdullah on the short notice though, Toledo.
Either this guy needs a suitcase or a shoelace because he's tripping. But the point being, you understand
that nigga mean with them bars right now.
But the point being, you understand me, when these guys had these hometown fights, you know things get spooky. I'll never forget when that man, Julian Williams, he had the hometown fight, got beat on. Then he beat Jared Hurd in his hometown. Then Julian Williams lost in his hometown. I had 1,000,001 guys in my ear telling me, "Oh, when Jared Anderson had that fight in Toledo, Ohio, that's the worst I ever seen him look against Charles." Hey, man, when Regis fought Zoria in his hometown, things get spooky with them hometown fights. Albert Bell, the next WBO champion at 135 pounds, and then Tank or Shakur. We'll see you next. But y'all be cool, man. My ears was buzzing, man. Hold on. I couldn't let you get away with that. Y'all be cool, man.
It sound good, nigga.
Right, Toledo. I mean, we gonna see.
Yo, what's that black nigga from WWE with the glasses? The bald head?
I don't know.
Yo, this nigga makes the
That nigga was like the promoter like him. He had a bunch of catchphrases and all of that.
Before I hop
that shit
over,
don't do
listen. Cam, I can't lie, Cam. I be jealous of Cam, y'all. He get to be on there, go over every topic, every subject, get all the conversations. I'll be like, damn, I don't got enough time to be live like that. I gotta try to cram all the conversations in real quick.
You already know, 2CENTS.
You feel me? Like, god damn, it's crazy because it's so much to talk about every day. And then each platform you got a different angle. Like it's crazy. When I first started, I used to be like, damn, what I'm gonna talk about? They've been talking about this shit all day. They ain't gonna want to talk about this no more. Shit. Jerome Boots Ennis, Xander Zayas. Listen,
Boots.
People is just not telling me how Xander about to be Boots. Him being Puerto Rican, him having confidence, him having heart. None of this shit.
Xander look like John Lamazamo.
Hey, y'all, I'm having a giveaway in a pay-per-view giveaway. I'm having a pay-per-view giveaway.
Dean having a pay-per-view giveaway. Y'all make sure y'all get into the giveaway.
I'm gonna inbox you about that too, bro.
Say no more, Pete.
Y'all know it's gonna be going down. I'm gonna be having a fight party, so we're gonna be online that day. I can't wait to see this fight. I'm interested. Like I want to see what Xander gonna do to overcome Boost. That's really what I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see what kind of game plan his team puts together.
Tell
And
you
I
what I
mean,
think his game plan should be.
huh?
I tell you what I think his game plan should be.
What?
I think he should try to land that left hook to Boost liver.
The
That's just
left
my
foot.
opinion.
In what position? What stance?
The reason why I'm
Here?
saying that is because Xander's a naturally left-handed orthodox fighter. So Boost is gonna go on the southpaw. So when you go on the southpaw, it's like your liver becomes exposed, like your right liver becomes exposed. So I feel like him being naturally left-handed, he probably can land that to Boost liver. That's the best chance I think he got to win the fight. Like
I didn't know
what
Xander's
else?
left-handed. He's left-handed.
Yeah, he's naturally left-handed. He just fight orthodox, similar
He's
to
slow,
Oscar.
Supreme.
Okay. Cause so he's a reverse Shakur.
Yeah, he's an inverse, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Only people I think was like that was like I know Ward, Cotto, Oscar, and now Xander. Like they all naturally left-handed, but they fight orthodox. That's some boxing history for you motherfuckers.
Yeah, I knew about some folks. I didn't know about Xander though. I knew about Ward. I didn't know about Xander. Okay.
I'm sorry, Boo's gonna put a demonstration down on this boy, y'all, man.
What if Boots lose though?
So like I'm nervous. Like I know I'm not.
He lost
That
to
can
a
always
good
happen.
fighter, right? How come if Boots lose, he don't lose a competitive fight to a good fighter, but if Xander lose, it's great, and you know what I'm saying? Like, how come
Yeah.
it's not the same?
For me, it's the same two
We're gonna
things.
say Boots is a
Like,
hype job.
I won't like. I think
That's what I'm saying. Why is Boots a hype job, but Xander is if Xander win, it's great. He on top of the world.
Did
It's
boxer
best.
call Boots a hype job?
Why did Sean
Yeah.
tell something if
Niggas
Xander
really be
wins?
saying
That's
that shit.
That's
better
what
for
they might
boxing.
say. Yeah.
If Xander
No, did you just say
wins,
that though?
it's better for boxing. But
You
if
said what?
Boots win,
I
then it's
did
nothing.
see someone say that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, they say that goofy
Like,
Yeah,
shit.
the people that's ducking me. That's who said it.
I
They
can
ducking.
understand. I can understand when people say that against someone who just like, you know, like certain fighters, but neither one of them strike me. Both of them, both Xander and Boots, you know, one smokes. I think they're both good examples of champions in boxing. Neither one of them give me like, oh, if you win, boxing's gonna go downhill. So like, I don't understand his. I don't get what he meant by that. And I normally like what Sean Santel say, but that kind of struck me weird. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. Like that shit was
That's
crazy
weird.
to me, bro. Like, why is it good
Like,
for
it
Xander
wouldn't
to
be
win?
bad. It wouldn't be bad if either lost. Both of them are stepping up to the plate. Both, I'm giving them equal credit. They're both stepping up to the plate. They're young. They're hungry. Like.
So how is Xander? How is Boots a hype job if he lose to
Let me
Xander?
explain why.
No, he's not. No,
let
he's
me
not.
let me explain why they're gonna say it though. The reason why they're gonna say it is because people have been saying that Boots needs a step up fight, right? That's the big criticism about Boots. They have a big step up fight. If he fights this is sort of like a step up fight, and he loses,
Is
you're
it
gonna be
a
like,
step
oh,
up
he
fight
was
for
only
Xander?
beating people at a certain level. He's really not that guy. You know,
Is this a step up fight for Xander?
Sure, but Xander is also a great underdog in the fight, right? So they expect Xander to not win, and they
Why
expect
are you expecting Xander to not win?
because he's
Yeah, I
the
don't get
underdog.
that.
He's a unified champion.
The same reason why he's the underdog, right?
So they're expecting the unified champion to lose, Boxing Hacker. You told me
So
when
belts
you
ain't
have the
everything.
belt,
Boots
you're
is
the
unified
best in the
champion too.
division. He got 2 of the belts. How is he not the best in the division?
Right, but he's still the underdog.
Why?
Why? If Boots ain't
So
there,
are you
then.
saying the belts don't matter as much as you claim?
No, I never
Yup.
said that. Belts do
He
matter.
has 2 belts, so clearly he's the better person. Boots don't have a belt.
Right, but he's still the underdog.
Why?
Why?
His fans.
Why is he the underdog?
Why is he the underdog? Bob?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Right?
If belts are the end all be all, then it should be
Right.
lopsided. Then, right? It should be Boots being the underdog.
Well,
If
belts
it
mean
was everything,
okay. Let's put this in perspective, right?
And
Belts
that would mean
No, I'm
Xander's the
asking
hype
you.
Okay,
job
let me
if he.
explain.
That would mean Xander's the hype job if he lose because he's the unified champion and the best.
Right.
Exactly, too.
exactly.
Here's
So, like,
the
y'all
difference.
told us the belts were everything, and now you're telling us they don't mean everything.
Well,
Like, which one is it?
Xander's
Which one
the
is it,
champion.
gang?
Wait,
Which one is it,
Xander
gang?
is the champion. He is the top champion of the division. Xander
So,
is that.
so if he
So,
loses,
as
he's
far
your
as you find the best person in his division, Boots is doing right by fighting Xander Zayas.
so if
Let's keep
Xander
that in
loses,
mind.
he's a
It
high
doesn't
job.
mean that that it's always gonna favor the champion.
But ain't 154 supposed to be the best division and Xander's unified there?
I don't know if 154 is the best. I don't know.
Right.
No, I'm saying, Box Hacker,
It
haven't you
is.
seen people say that like it's the hottest
just
division? I'm
saying,
asking.
this
Yeah, but that's just an opinion. I
You
don't know if
can't
it's the
claim
highest
I know
division.
that's an opinion, but that's a good opinion. Like they not
Oh
off
no,
by saying
135
that,
and
right?
140 is also a good division, so I can't
So
say
I'm
that.
asking Box Hacker, when somebody say 154 a great division, it's the best division, you wouldn't argue against it. You might say, well, whether you agree or, but you can see why they say that, right?
No, I think 140 is probably a better division. I don't know. I guess
All I'm gonna say is that, like,
154 is the best
once
division.
you claim
140 a better division. Who they champions?
right,
They have Gary Russell, they have Shakur Stevenson,
And who else?
And ain't none of them fighting each other.
And who else?
154 fight each
who's
other.
champion 140?
140 is dry. Who else they got? You said
How
Shakur
is that? How is
and
140
they have-
better
They
than
got
Who else?
I forgot my man that
140.
knocked out Matias.
This nigga just be
Yeah.
saying shit, y'all. No, get on this. He just be saying shit. They got Shakur and who else at 140?
Right.
Right, they have the guy that fought Gary Russell, the Japanese guy.
Hiroka. That's
know
three
his
people.
name?
I could name like 7
He's
people
got
at 154.
Yeah,
It's all about the champions.
No, I ain't gonna lie. No, or I think 140 does have the deepest division though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, no, I want Boxing Hacker to tell me why Big Supreme, not
Hey,
you.
all I'm saying,
Supreme.
y'all ask
I'll
y'all
go
ask
on
the
mute.
question, why would they
No,
criticize
I get what you're
Boots?
saying, Supreme. The
It's
question
not me
wasn't
criticizing the Boots. I'm
what
just telling you
division
what
is
will
deeper.
happen.
The question was what division is better.
Box Hacker,
And
if it's not your
154 has
talking
been
point,
holding
then
down
don't say it
boxing
because
for
you can't
8 years.
defend it.
Well, that was your question too. So he said, why would they
We didn't ask
criticize
what
Boots?
division
I'm
was
telling you
deeper.
why.
I agree with you on that.
Like that's how boxing.
Okay, but so
criticizes
you
is.
would agree that shit don't make sense at all because Xander is the unified champion, which means if he let Boots come along and snatch his 2 belts, he was
A
the hype job.
non-champion. Because remember they said you being a former champion don't mean anything. Remember? He said before beating a former champion don't mean nothing because you're a former champion, a current
Right,
champion.
you have to beat the champion division.
So Xander is the current champion.
Yeah.
So if Xander loses, he's the high job because according to them, belts are the end all be all.
No, that's
No,
straw man
that's what
argument.
you said. No, you said it before.
I never said they were the
You said
end
it
all
to me
be all.
directly.
All right,
You
we can
said
move
that.
on. Box Hacker, y'all cooked on that.
You said that. I didn't say that.
Y'all
No,
cooked
you
on
actually
that.
did say that when we
No,
saw
I
It's
never.
getting
That's a straw man
spooky
argument.
in here. It's
That's
getting
a
you said
dark.
it to me
I
during
never
the same
said that.
conversation. So now
No.
you're backpedaling, and that's okay. I
You
get
should
it.
real
beat the
dark,
current
too,
champion.
son.
So the current
It's
champion is
just,
still
I
the
get
current
it.
champion,
You told
right?
you
If
told
you're
us
not fighting a
that
champion, you're
fighting a
fighting a
former
contender or a
champion
former
didn't mean
champion.
anything.
That's the reality of things. And
You
you're
said it
referring
don't
to
matter
what
what they do later or before.
So
It's
my
what the
whole
third
point of
time
this
is.
conversation was just to point out how ridiculous people are being and the stipulations. And it's getting so crazy. People like, if Boots don't knock out Xander in the 3rd round at 2 minutes and 13 seconds, .02, he a hype job. And it's like, why do y'all keep making up these unrealistic expectations that Boots got to do to win so that even if he win, y'all can still complain?
Right. And just for the record, I wasn't saying 140 is not deeper. I'm saying what's a better division. Like,
Can I name 154, y'all? Just to bring some context.
154 been giving us heat for 8 years straight. Like 140 ain't done.
We got Virgil, we got Boots, we got Fundora, we got Keith Thurman, we got Earl, we got Jermel.
Now you think about it, 154.
We got Stanionis, we got that's like 7 people, right? I don't know another division that y'all naming that many.
Josh Kelly,
Josh Kelly, Bachram. Keep going. We got Bachram. Like, I don't know. We about to get that 10 fighters.
We'll see. Right, like 154 been feeding. I mean, like we got a lineal champion who's a big name. We gotta see. We got Brandon Adams who didn't beat what's his name? The other guy that everybody claimed was so great. We got Merchant.
We got a Bass Jew. A Bass.
We got Tim Zoo. We got Jerron Ennis. We got we got Madrimov, and I guess he good.
Madrimov? You love Madrimov, Boxing Hacker. Madrimov. That's 11. That's 11.
Sebastian Fundora, Virgil Ortiz, Josh Kelly. I don't know. I don't know if 140 is deeper, but I know what division is better. It's been freaking 154. Because 154 been giving us nothing but heat and hell for 8 years. Like that belt changed hands. So them belt changed hands so many times because they scrapping in that mug. We ain't got as many divas. They putting it on the flow. I'm just saying 140 is cute. We got some cute little names. Well, we don't know what's what because they ain't fighting each other.
Because the people at the champions at 140 don't even want to fight at 140.
They don't even want to fight each other. The two
They don't
biggest
even want to
names.
fight in the
Hammer being
division.
called out by a 147 pounder, so he don't have to fight other 147 pounders. Oops, did I say that?
That's not true.
Hey, Jupe, and then Gary got the nerve to be talking about what O'Shaquie want to do about fighting Shakur. Meanwhile, nigga, if you trying to fight him,
Gary and this Shacky shit, bro. Like, Gary, what are you doing?
what are you talking about, fam?
Hey, but did you hear what Gary said about that sparring though?
He wasn't there. Boxing hacker.
How do so many people know about a sparring match that they wasn't even at?
So Gary Russell said he was there. It was at the Olympic Training Center.
Why was he there?
Huh?
Why was he there?
The Olympic
Because
Training
it was
Center?
in Houston. It wasn't at no Olympic Training Center.
He said he was there.
He wasn't.
Gary Russell. There's an interview. He's on interview saying he was there too, sir.
He wasn't.
He's lying.
He's lying is crazy.
So
That's what O'Shaquie Foster said. Why you getting mad at us?
Hey, okay.
I don't know if he was there.
Why was Gary Russell in Houston with Shakur Stevenson and O'Shaquie Foster boxing hacker?
I think they said it was the Olympic Training Center. I don't know if that was
No.
They said
They
the
said
fight.
it was
O'Shaquie
the
Foster said the
Houston
man
gym
lying, man.
because it was hot, and after that happened, that's when Shakur decided to come to Houston and train here. It wasn't at no Olympic Training Center, boxing hacker. You've heard the story too.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just say this. I don't know. I just saw that situation. I just thought it was so odd. Like, and y'all know I love me some Gary and
I know you love him, G. I know.
I love me some Gar, but
I like
did
Gary
think it was
too.
weird. I thought it was just weird. Like, why are you mentioning the 130 pound? Like, why? I didn't get it. Like, it was just odd.
It's
And I
giving
was like,
boxing, brother.
and you know what? I was one of the ones saying I don't think he should be involved in the boxing, brother. Because my thing, him saying he want to fight Shakur last don't bother me. Like I ain't tripping. I remember Shakur was like, Spence was like, I will clean my side of the street, get blood, which made sense. I ain't got. If you gonna fight the champions, you gonna fight the champions. I ain't really tripping on that. But I just thought that whole like it. I just
He joined the Brotherhood.
Shaquie and him in my mind. Like, why are you talking about Shaquie Foster? Shut up. Are you about to fight Shakur tomorrow or shut the hell up, Gary? And that's just me, and I love Gary.
He joined the Brotherhood.
I want to see Gary fighting. I don't want to hear you talking about the 130 pounder right now. I want you to shut the hell up. That's like
I mean, maybe Gary did see them spar, and maybe Shaquie lost, but there was obviously a time that they spar, and Shaquie got the best of him in sparring. Why are we going through all this? Because Shakur got beat up. Y'all, we're going through all of this because Shakur got beat up one day in sparring. Do y'all know how dumb that is?
Shakur never said he got beat up in sparring. He said
Shakur did say O'Shaquie Foster got the better of him. He just admitted this like 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
He was jumping out the window.
I think Gary was talking about the fights being juicy. He joined the Brotherhood, man.
He said the fights being juicy.
Yeah, he kept saying juicy in the interview with Brian Custer.
What? What?
He kept saying juicy. I don't know what was up with that.
Who kept saying that, Gary?
Gary, he looked like he joined the Brotherhood, bro.
Right now,
I gotta watch the interview. He kept
he
talking
did.
this juicy shit.
Yeah, he's been raised by somebody old, because that's an old ass.
Like, this is crazy. Hey, Boxing Hacker, for your information, he admitted that O'Shaquie did get on his ass a day in sparring. Shakur just admitted.
He didn't say he got the best of them.
And I think people need to stop being so
saying somebody did good doesn't mean
because you lose a sparring match.
All right, Boxing Hacker.
I'm just saying
you lose a
that's
sparring
not what he
match,
said.
you're gonna lose an actual boxing match. Like you are, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in sparring and working on shit, you're not gonna win every sparring match because you're supposed to be working on stuff that you haven't perfected yet. Like not every day, but some days you're supposed to be, at least what I've seen. But there are days where like, okay, you're gonna work on like trying to fix a flaw that you have by not doing something that you're most comfortable and safe with. And you might get whooped that day because you ain't perfected it yet. So it doesn't always mean. I think people take for sparring too far. Like I don't care. Like, your favorite fighter got sparring. Okay, I'm sure they did.
It only becomes consequential if it's heavyweight. Because everybody that I've seen fight a heavyweight and they had a sparring partner and they fought them, they lost. That I've seen. So,
yeah, because heavyweight you don't change as much. Maybe.
I mean, the issue is that Shakur. I finally figured it out. Shakur's identity is sparring. Remember, I kept saying Shakur need his own identity.
God damn! Oh,
I finally figured it out. Shakur's identity is sparring. That's why we're going through all of this, because he got beat up in sparring one day by Shaqy Foster, and he said something about it.
Well,
But
You
like,
don't need to
but like, if you
defend.
don't lose, if you never lose a fight, this is my fear. If you don't lose, that in sparring is the time to lose, because if you always winning, you're not learning. You're not learning nothing new. You should be losing in sparring. Like, it's okay. You know how many times as a Floyd fan, I heard that somebody beat the hell out of him in sparring? I didn't care.
Spence Black
Earl
Bizarre.
Spence.
Right. But like, he lost almost every sparring match. It don't matter. Like, that's what you're supposed to be. And you won't perfect anything. You won't perfect anything if you win every sparring match you're in.
But the only person that said that Chicago got beat up by O'Shaquie is O'Shaquie. He's
No,
the only
it's
person
not.
saying that.
Bro,
Right,
Cam J just
Shakur
put it in the
did.
comments, gang. I ain't about to
Shakur
argue
just
with
said
you.
it.
Said he
I'm not
did
about
it.
to argue with you.
No,
No.
Shakur,
The other guy,
of
the other guy that
course,
O'Shaquie said to ask said he.
Shakur just did an interview where he admitted that Joe Shaqy got the best of him in that first fight.
He always say he's good.
I said he got the best of him. Don't mix
He
my
never
words.
He
got
got
the
the
best
best
of
of
him.
him. He did.
Play the clip then. Let's see.
I say got over on him, bro. Don't do that,
No, he
bro.
didn't. He said he did
Yes, he
good.
did, nigga.
Saying that
You
he
ain't
got
fight watch the
the
interview.
best of him is two different things.
Again, if let's say you right.
He never
Boxing
say he got the best of him. He said the guy did good. He has success.
Okay, fine. You
Yo,
know
bro,
what?
what side are you on? Are you a Shakurian or a Hanos member, bro? Like, which one is it, bro?
I mean, we should just.
Because you can't beat both, bro.
When Shakur on Devin ass, he gonna go against Shakur. He only, at the end of the day, Boxing Hacker doesn't have anybody he's pro or like for. He has someone he's against. And
That's a
right
fact.
now,
Nobody.
he's gonna be for Shakur because he has to be the antithesis to everything.
Okay.
And then later he'll be for. It's just what it is with Boxing Hacker, and I think we just gotta,
I like both
it is
fighters.
what it is. He's
I
just.
forgot I was supposed to ask Hacker this too, right? What do you think about Brittany the Boxer saying that Shakur should put Haney on the rehydration clause and the catch weight? You gonna say it's unfair?
Yeah, I think it's unfair. I don't think they should fight. I personally don't think. I think Shakur and Devin just can't meet in the same weight class. I think Tank and Devin can't meet in the same weight class. I think Shakur and Tank should fight.
I think
Shut that soft ass shit up.
I think Devin.
It's the truth.
I think the bigger issue is that. So I'm happy you said that because
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah,
we hear you.
Okay.
We hear you too, son.
That makes me question why weren't Devin fans going at him for putting lightweights and super
Yeah, I'll be back, y'all.
on his list. Like why? Like I'm sorry. If Tank put out a list of people he want to fight, and a good section of the list were guys below 135, I'd have an issue with it. I would absolutely have an issue with it. And the fact that they act like this is okay, and then now everyone's acting shocked that the lightweights he wants to fight are saying, okay, we need to meet in the middle. They even gotta say that because this is Tank Davis we're talking about. Tank Davis can say, meet me at 135 or shut the hell up. He has every right to do so.
Yeah,
You're
but then the fight just won't happen though.
So right, okay, then what? Right, but my thing is that why? That's not what I'm saying. You should not, as a grown ass man, why are you calling out guys smaller than you? That's some punk shit. You're a punk. You don't do that.
It's not straightforward though.
And then get mad when the smaller guy you want to fight says, "Come down here." There should not be a single person on Devin's hit list under 147. And the fact that his fans didn't say anything and now crying about the fact that people are saying, yeah, we're going to have an even playing field. Like, they're literally, their entire crux is like, Devin should be able to fight anybody he wants where he has the full advantage every time, 100% of his career. And you don't give it to him, we're the victims.
Yep.
There's no fighter in history who ever did that.
Let me say this. Let me say this too, as far as the Haney, because I've been sitting back, I've been watching this. The Haney fans, the Shakur fans, right? The Devin Haney fans, the Devin Haney content creators. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, to be real, let me put this in. I'm gonna say this before I hop off here because I'm about to get off here. I gotta say this for real. And it's no shot at nobody. Whatever you do is what you do. Whoever you listen to is whoever you listen to. This is my 2 cents. The Devin Haney fans have really fucked over their audiences. the propaganda, the emotional manipulation, the misinformation, the way they play with y'all's intelligence, that's not me just on here saying shit and you don't agree with me. That is so much deeper than that. And I don't think y'all understand. And it's not cool. Y'all come on other people's platforms and y'all think it's because, oh, we got a difference of opinion and we kicking y'all off and y'all sound dumb in hell. It's like, no, y'all sound dumb as hell because everything y'all keep trying to present is based off some emotional propaganda misinformation that you've been told. And it's a whole slew of people that believe this stuff. And it's like, it doesn't matter what happens, what they do, what they say. Y'all never just sit back and then just examine everything as a whole. Like I told y'all today. Okay, Bill, goddammit. How many negotiations you not going to be able to close before we start trying to figure out what's up with you and your management skills? That's not hate. That's not because I don't like Devin. That's not because of none of that. And the fact that y'all can't think critically, because if you think critically about Bill and Devin, you hate them, that is a problem, y'all. That's a problem. Like, y'all need to reevaluate what people are telling y'all, because y'all are listening and responding and going around off how the information makes you feel. Y'all aren't just sitting down and thinking about the facts. That's why I bust up every argument y'all have with one question. And then I let you cook yourself. Because the shit y'all are saying is emotional, is not factual. So until y'all can be factual, y'all gonna keep being manipulated and having the same issues over and over and over. And Devin ain't gonna never get no fucking fight. If Devin Haney is sitting around waiting for, who y'all said, Puello and who? To
We know
fight.
what you said.
Who? Crocker and goddamn Poirot.
If Devin fights, if Devin don't fight nobody he been doing this round robin shit with this whole time, y'all should absolutely be done with Bill and Devin with this bullshit.
Why?
They should never be able to trick y'all again with this bullshit.
What? 2CENTS. You do know they can just have bad negotiations, right? Like, it's almost like you're saying that they have to accept one of the deals, no matter what the deal is.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, but like both deals can also be bad, right? So let's say both deals just don't work out.
How many deals didn't work out for Bill this year? And that's just this year alone.
Yeah, so
we can sit back and talk about all the deals that haven't worked out for Bill Haney.
Sure. The Rolly Romero deal didn't work out, right? They didn't like what PBC was offering, right? And when that happened, people were saying that they will never have another opportunity. Now he has multiple opportunities. He's trying to make something with Shakur, and he already said that if he doesn't fight Shakur, he's going to fight Keyshawn. You know, so I think that's still up in there. Tank is the one who asserted himself into the whole Devin Haney situation. So it's so weird that now that people are creating all these stipulations for Tank, but like
nobody created no stipulations.
But Tank inserted himself into the situation. You know, remember how you used to say that like Devin uses Tank name for attention? I think now Tank is using Devin Shakur's name for attention, right?
Why does Tank need to use Devin? Tank can drink.
I don't know. Why do you
Tank can drink cucumber water and be viral. Why does he need Shakur and Devin for attention?
I don't know if that's true. We've been talking about. I think people have been talking about.
What you don't know if it's true?
I think people have been talking more
Didn't
about.
Didn't he go viral with the cucumber water?
I don't know anything.
Yes.
About water. What happened with cucumber water? What's viral with cucumber? I don't get that.
Go ahead.
It went viral in his drawers in a Ja Morant jersey, gyrating his hips.
Oh, he was doing a crossover.
He was doing a crossover.
His hips is crazy, bro.
You know I got me some juice. You know, hey, the backpacker Helm Berlanga.
I don't even want to know what you refer to. I'll just take your word for it. But like, but yeah, I think as far as in the boxing space, that's been the talk really. Devin Shakur and this whole Keyshawn situation.
Well, let me say
I
this,
think
Boxing Hacker. The reason why people are fed up with negotiation talks and shit is because of Bill Haney. I don't know if you was here at the beginning of my show, but I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go around, let everybody get their final 2 cents off, and then I'm gonna go upload this fight for my son. So everybody that has joined the membership, y'all will be able to watch it. So Bill Haney, we have negotiation fatigue, and it's because of Bill Haney. So many, we had the Sabril Matias incident. They all on the Boxing Voice screaming and yelling at people and being extremely disrespectful. They obviously wasn't trying to make no fight. Then you got Bill saying 20 million in his phone 30 times in a row when they was acting like they had 20 million to offer Tank. Like, I got so many stories of negotiations failing with Bill Haney. And for some reason, the only negotiation that he's talked about in public that ever went through was the Brian Norman fight. It seems like the only negotiations that go through are the ones that we don't really be knowing about. Wouldn't you agree with that, Boxing Hacker?
No, absolutely not. I wouldn't agree with that at all. I mean, if you look at, Devin's had multiple, like, how many fights right now? And all of them went through negotiations and they succeeded.
Public negotiations, Boxing Hacker.
Public negotiations.
Which ones went through public negotiations?
Regis Progress was pretty public, right? I mean, Bill Haney literally went to his fight, and they.
Okay, the Regis Progress. Okay, that's two.
That was one, right? Ryan Garcia's negotiation was also public, right? The Lomachenko and Kambosos situation was also public.
They weren't really public though.
It was public.
Not like how Bill be going public with the whole, oh, they not doing this, I want this, they doing that. He didn't do those negotiations like that.
Well, it was also fast paced, right? It was very public, right? Because at first they were talking about Haney was always bidding for the fight with Kambosos, but they were trying to give it to Lomachenko. But then the war in Ukraine for Ukraine's sovereignty happened, and Lomachenko decided not to take the undisputed match. So all that stuff was public. That's how we know it.
So was Lomachenko and Bill on going back and forth and talking about they won't take this and won't do that? They was doing all that in Twitter and shit with Loma?
No. So Lomachenko decided to stay in Ukraine. I don't know if he fought for a war because I think he was a Russian sympathizer, but he definitely stayed in Ukraine just to help with the situation there.
So you're saying they were quick. So you could agree that the longer the public negotiations are, it's probably not gonna happen.
I don't even know it was quick. It took a while.
Okay, all right, we're gonna go around the panel, let everybody get their final 2 cents off. I'm gonna start with you, Boxing Hacker. What's your final 2 cents? What you got?
Salute to you two, said great panel in chat. Hey, when it comes to that rehydration thing, I this is no shot at you, but keep in mind, even in the past, I mean, people struggle to make weight. I mean, James Toney walked around heavyweight and he still made weight. Roberto Duran was quoted walk around 200 pounds before fighting Sugar Ray Leonard the second time. So that does happen. That was same day weigh-ins, So to say that rehydration clauses didn't happen in the past and these guys' situations were they have in the past, that's not true at all. This situation has always happened in combat sports. It's wrestling. Not only in boxing happens in wrestling, happens in MMA. The reality is, just because you're big for a weight class doesn't necessarily yet mean you have the advantage. Because it also means it's hard for you to cut the weight. That's why if you look at like the Earl Spence and Bud Crawford rematch, right? People want Earl Spence to go to 154 to fight Bud Crawford. If it was true that the bigger you are, the better the advantage, people would say, hey, stay at 147 when you have a bigger advantage. But no, the bigger you are, the easier it is for you to become weight trained in that weight class. And the easier it is for you to be able to become weaker, even though you're bigger. So it's not as cut and dry as people make it to be.
All right.
Go
ahead. You got 90 seconds, Boxing Hacker.
Okay.
Shout out to Lee Jackson for becoming an official 2-center. Lee Jackson just joined the 2 Cents Club and became an official 2-center. Shout out to Lee Jackson. Go ahead, Boxing Hacker.
As far as the Tank Davis situation, right? I mean, here's the reality of it, right? Tank Davis wanted to fight with Devin. I think if they can meet in the middle of 144, and I mean, Tank has all his right to request for a rehydration clause, but Devin has the right to turn it down. If Devin turns down, I don't think it's a duck, because at the end of the day, I don't think Devin can helpfully make that weight and have a constraint on rehydrating. I just don't think. I think Devin just can't make it like that.
All right.
And I personally wouldn't want to fight. I don't want, like I said, for me, I think they're all just not in the same weight class anymore. I don't want to see a fighter being dehydrated, because then the fight is just going to be asterisk, just like the Ryan Garcia fight was.
Okay.
Trey
Okay.
Davis. All right, salute to you guys though. Salute,
All right. Shout out Boxing Hacker. All right, Jupe. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the shows, Jupe?
What up? I would say this: if a fighter is ever concerned about being dehydrated, the absolute last thing you do is put people below your weight class on your list. That's the dumbest thing you can do. If you are concerned and you thought you can't go below the weight that you're fighting at, if I'm a welterweight and I know that I can fight below that weight, if I can't cut 5-6 pounds, the last thing I'm gonna do is repeatedly call out, send my daddy on the YouTube channel, going after people who have never fought in my division. So that's what's the whole thing. Like, you don't get to cry about, I can't make the weight, I can't cut the weight, once you've called out smaller guys. And that's why in the past it's frowned upon and you looked at like a bitch when you call out smaller guys. That's why you call out guys in your division or higher and nothing else. When they asked Tank about anyway, he's too small, blah, blah, blah. That was the right answer. Back when Rolly was at 135 and he was talking crazy about Errol Spence, what did Errol say? Man, whatever, I ain't thinking about him. You have to show them. Once you come up, that's what a man does. All this mess about, well, I can't make the weight, then you should have shut the hell up. You're asking people to do what you won't do.
Jupe on y'all ass.
You should have shut up. You should have shut up, because at the end of the day, when the fight was offered to you, because again, Boots didn't come after Devin. When the fight was offered for him to do the same thing and come up less pounds, again, Tank fighting Devin at 144 is less weight than what was offered to him to fight Boots. So you're asking Tank to do something you refuse to do yourself. What Tank would be, let's say if Tank said, I want you to fight at 141. Tank would be within his right. You know why? Because Tank has done that before. Who would lose Leo Santa Cruz? Tank was struggling to make 130, moved to 135, and then cut the weight to fight Leo. So he's cut 5 pounds to be on pay-per-view to get his biggest payday. Tank is the biggest star below 168. The same sacrifice that people are asking for Devin to make to be a star, Tank did it already. But you won't do what you're asking others to do. So I ain't trying to hear that. And at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with a rehydration clause. All rehydration clause is traditional boxing with a 10-pound buffer. Because back in the day, you had to fight either the day of the fight you had to weigh in the day of the fight or the evening before the fight, meaning the weigh-ins was in the evening. I remember the little girl watching the weigh-ins. It was Friday night in the evening. What they're doing now, weighing in a buck crack in the morning, 7, 8 a.m. when no one sees them, and then they give it the fans a fake weigh-in, which is why everybody mad about losing money, because you don't really know what shape your fighter's in, because you don't really get to see them weigh in anymore. It's all a farce. And that's because people like Devin and people who support him are manipulating the entire weight class system. And you're not, I'm sacrificing by cutting weight. No, you're not. Because you're only cutting weight for 3 seconds and then you're blowing up. And there's a video that Michael J. White did. I got to find him for you, Susan, about weight. Yeah, he's a martial artist. He's fought multiple disciplines, about how easy it is for them to blow back up in weight. Because if he was to fight Tank, let's say at 144, he's going to be able to blow up at a weight that Tank can't do, because Devin has the size to match that weight. Tank can't do that. Tank will be fat at the weight that Devin can blow up to. Tank will be fat and sluggish. He can't do it. That's why it's an advantage. It's not about making weight. It's about the fact that my body can stand to put on 25 pounds and your body can't. And I'm finding people who I know body can't stand that. And he learned that lesson Well, he already knew it, but then he learned the lesson specifically when he fought Ryan, because he finally found someone who could do the same thing he could do. So I'm not trying to hear all that. At the end of the day, I'm excited for Boots versus Xander. It's gonna be an amazing fight. I do think Xander has a chance. I'm rewatching the fight right now with Xander. Xander's a big kid. I think he can absorb some of what Boots gonna be laying down. I think he has really good technical skills. He's moving on the back foot. I do see some problems when the way Abbas was pushing him back. But at the end of the day, I'm excited for the fight. That's all I got. Good night to you, and thanks for having us. Y'all have a good night, y'all.
All right, shout out Jupe with the cook, Chef Jupe in the building. Hey, y'all be sure to look out for Jupe in the future on 2 Cents Promotion. You will be seeing her around these YouTube streets. Y'all listen, I'm trying to get the debate gym together, all my graphics and everything, so we can get some sparring in. That's what we're just gonna start off doing, some sparring, light work. We're not gonna get no shows yet, just some sparring. I'm trying to get the gym together. Flyer, I'm about to hop off here. You been listening this whole time?
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to tap in. I just wanted to get my little 2 cents real quick.
Oh, hold on. Shout out to SBG Mello becoming a new member. Shout out to SBG Mello joining the 2 Cent Club, becoming an official 2 Center. I appreciate the support, SBG Mello. What you got, Fly?
Yeah, Mello. Support your favorite content creator, bro. Shout out to him. I just wanted to get my 2 cents, man, about this whole situation. As far as what she was saying about the rehydration clause, I think in this situation right here, Tank actually injected himself in the situation and called out Devin. Even though he was on the list, nobody really wasn't thinking about Tank right now. Like, he ain't had no motion. That's another reason why I think this whole situation is a clout chase. From him, he just wanted to insert his name in the spotlight because Devin and Shakur, they was going back and forth online and everything. They was in the spotlight and everything, and he wanted some of that shine. And so, he a quick little clout chase and everything. I definitely don't think that this fight is happening, man.
Could he have done something else to get shine?
I don't think that this fight is going to happen because Tank can't fight.
Hold on. Could Tank have done something else to get shine?
No, not right now, and that's the hottest thing smoking right now.
What's the hottest thing smoking?
Devin versus Shakur, and their fight. That's all everybody was talking about. Yeah, the circle jerk or whatever y'all want to call it. Shakur, not wanting to take the fight. He talking about me and Tank too small. He picking on me and Tank. He need to go fight Boots and all of that. All that scared, nervous energy and stuff. But the spotlight was on them. Everybody was looking at all eyes was on them, and then Tank had to come out the woodworks and throw his name in the pot. So people could start saying his name and everything. And I think this whole offer that they sent, I'm not too sure about that. Judging off of what we saw happen with the PBC with Rolly Romero, who's to say that they're not going to do the same thing? With Tank or whatever. They probably try to tell him something crazy like bet on yourself or whatever at the end. And then, Devin and them they're going to walk away from it. And then the Tank and Maniacs going to be ripping their shirts off and stuff, talking about Devin ducked and everything. I already see through the whole facade and everything. It's a clout chase. It ain't really no fight.
Ain't gonna take this fight.
Huh?
You already see they bullshit and ain't gonna take this fight.
No, I already see that the offer gonna be something stupid. It's gonna be ridiculous.
So that's what I'm saying. Why did Bill even go? Why is Bill even entertaining it? Like, what's gonna be the difference between this negotiations and the Rolly negotiations?
Because I think that he entertaining it because Shakur don't want to fight. Shakur never was going to take that fight because he acting like he don't want to step on Keyshawn Davis' toes.
But regardless of if he won't want to take the fight, if they just didn't offer you a guarantee and it wasn't what you wanted, what is going to make these negotiations any different?
Well, I'm thinking because, even if they get a low, I think the ideal situation they want to be in is, they want to accept like a low guarantee, maybe like 2 million, something low like that. Tank get 3 million or something. They get 2 million, and then they get whatever it is because it's Tank, and Devin. Tank and Devin. I think a Tank and Devin fight, it can gross. It can pull in a whole bunch of pay-per-views and some back-end money. But Devin versus Rolly Romero, like Rolly Romero ain't never sold nothing, So
they'll be more willing to take the risk, is what you're saying.
I would think so. Yeah. If with a
Okay,
low
okay.
guarantee, I mean, even with Rolly Romero, I think if they got a low guarantee, they probably would have took it. If they
Hmm.
get a couple million, 3 million or something like that to fight Rolly Romero, and
Okay.
and then the back end money or whatever, they pay the 6 million off the top, and then split the back end money 50-50 after they got their guarantee. Yeah, but they just said no guarantee.
Okay. All right, let me get
You,
this. Jupe says you can't, with the $5 in the super chat. She says you can't clout chase someone with less clout than you. I
ah,
haven't been on
he,
YouTube a day without Tank being mentioned. Dev
she want to
versus
die on that
Shakur did.
same hill
Hold
that
on, I'm
KO
reading the
was trying to
super
die
chat.
on.
I'm reading the super chat. Dev versus
Oh, no, no.
Shakur didn't reach casuals. Shout out to Jupe with the $5 in the super chat. All right, Flyer, go ahead and lay your plane, bro. I'm
Oh,
sleeping.
my bad. I ain't know that was the super chat, but yeah, I don't want to rehash that whole situation right there. But you clearly can clout chase somebody who got more that you got more clout than as we saw in this situation here. Tank is somewhere else, worrying about his court situation, and then we see these guys, in the spotlight, and then he could throw his name in the pot, and now everybody talking about him too. You know what I'm saying? He got some more clout now. But yeah, I think that they would be more willing to take a little guarantee with Tank, because they'll get more money on the back end or whatever. I mean, I see that as more feasible than a fight with Rolly Romero where you're taking a zero guarantee and you're expecting to get all of your money on the back end. Like I would have walked away from that too. I think that's a duck move on Rolly's side. So Rolly is the duck in that situation.
Okay. All
But
right,
yeah, I
well,
hope the fight is real though. But I just don't
I
think it's
doubt it.
going. But
I don't
yeah, I
think it's
doubt it
real.
too. And then look, what happened since the Kid Austin thing? Because the WBA they ordered that mandatory right there, and Senior and them coming out talking about that Tank he can't take the fight. He going to drop his belt and they going to fight somebody else for that belt. So what changed now that he could fight all of a sudden? I'm calling
Well,
cap on the
what
whole
I was telling
situation.
you, talking about with Tank.
Yeah, with Tank
Well,
and
I'm gonna say this
Kid
and then we're
Austin.
gonna hop off of here. I think the thing with the Kid Austin Tank thing is like, now don't get me wrong, I don't think they finna fight regardless, but I think they have a certain timeline that they gotta make the Kid Austin fight. And I think that maybe within that timeline, he still got those legal issues that he working out. But if I'm trying to make a fight with somebody else, I don't have those restraints of a timeline. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I have to have this fight done by a certain time or I get stripped, right? But if I want to fight Devin, I don't have to have that done for a certain time. We could just start trying to negotiate.
Yeah, but my whole thing is the court situation though. Like we know that's not all the way ironed out and everything.
That's what
So
I'm saying. That's why we can start talking and then I can go through whatever I need to go through, court dates and all of that while we're negotiating. Because that fight ain't gonna be negotiated quick. That shit gonna take a while. It might take a couple months, especially
so you
dealing with
saying that
Devin.
fight for next year or something like that?
It may have to be. I don't know. I'm just saying I think that's why I could negotiate a fight with somebody outside of a time restraint because I could say by this time I know all my court shit should be in order.
Hey, 2 Cents and people mad because FaZe, he was mad because he said he don't think that Bill should have even entertained that. In your opinion, do you think that Shakur was going to take that fight with Devin? I don't think he was going to take the fight. I thought he was
Listen,
going to fight
I
Keyshawn
think
Davis.
I think they can entertain whoever they want to entertain. And no, I don't think Shakur was gonna take the fight because it wouldn't have been all of this if he was gonna take the fight. But if I'm doing something and something better comes along, why? If I'm a fan of a fighter, why wouldn't I encourage them to do what they feel is better? You feel what I'm saying? Like it don't make
Yeah.
sense. You just saying like what kind of you can't control these fighters, bro. You can't control them. And if Shakur Stevenson wanted to fight, it would have been no way that Tank could have interjected itself, right?
Right. And I know Shakur feels salty because the last thing he said to Tank was, he said it's gonna be Tio, then Devin, then Tank last. But Tank, Tank cut him out of it like, no, it's me and Devin.
I mean,
You
this is
last.
boxing. If Shakur would have stole Devin from Tank, they would have been applauding and cheering it. Right or wrong?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
All
you're right.
right. I mean, but all right, I'm about to hop off of here, y'all. I mean, shout out to
Uh
Fly for coming up. Fly, listen, You're doing a great job over there at Johnson Bound Central, bro. You got a great platform. It's very entertaining. It's fun. Y'all be on some bullshit,
I
but
told you it only turn into that when you come over.
no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. But congratulations on your platform, Frequent.
Yeah, we demonetized, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, y'all will get it back. Y'all will get it back. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing.
Inshallah, hopefully. But yeah,
All
you doing great over here. Congratulations over here. You know, you got Jupe supporting and everything. You know, you got your members popping off now. I ain't never do the members. I might do that. That's extra work for the members. I might do that later on down the line. I might. But
I
yeah,
feel
keep
you.
it up. Keep up the good work. And you know, I like the way it look up here on the panel and everything. You know, you got the graphics and everything. What happened to the spinning icon and all of that? Why you
I'm not on my
stop that? That was
computer.
hot.
I'm not on my computer. I only can do that shit when I'm on my computer. I'm on my cell phone right now because I'm out of town.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fire though. Yeah, that's fire right there.
All
But
right, appreciate it.
salute.
Appreciate it.
Catch
All
you
right,
next
thank you,
show.
Frequent. All right.
All right.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all ain't been over on Frequent platform. It is hilarious over there. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let me make sure I get all the super chats. I think I got that one. I got another $5 from Jupe. She said we had to remind folks Tank was not the topic. Devin has no clout to chase. Tank chased in failed negotiations and an undercard fighter. Shout out to Boxing Hacker with the $2 in the super chat. He says, shout out to the first lady of Hey Notes at 2 cents. Stop it, Boxing Hacker. I don't belong to no groups, especially not that little. I don't belong to the Johnson Bound cult. No. We're not doing that. J-Man, what you talking about? Shout out to everybody that joined me today, y'all. I'm about to hop off of here and go upload this video. Y'all be sure to check it out. Make sure y'all comment below and let me know what y'all think after y'all watch it. I'll be live again Friday. Y'all know what it's gonna be. Ladies' night, women's only panel. We're gonna cook more on this stuff and what's going on. I swear to God, like, these weeks be going by so fast. I feel like I just did ladies' night. I feel like I was just in the car driving out of town and I just did ladies' night. So the time is going by fast. It's pretty crazy. Shout out to everybody that joined today as a new member and became an official 2-center and joined the 2-Sit Club. I want to let you know I really appreciate your support. And we definitely going to have a lot of fun and a lot of exclusive content in the members only section. I don't know what's going on with this Tank Devin stuff. We're going to keep some tabs on it. We're going to keep discussing it and talking about it. And listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, timing you out, kicking you off the panel, leaving you in the background, muting you when you're trying to talk, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.